All right. How we doing? Welcome in. Welcome. I think we are live. We're good. How the heck is everyone? First Hockey Night in Canada of the year. How are we doing? Boop. Bloop, bloop. Feels like a big game already, I know. Hey, what's going on, Woosha? Duo, good to see you. FC, what's up? Greg, how are you doing? Billy, Vehicle, Russian Egg. How is everyone? We'll let everyone have some time to trickle in here. Let's trickle in. I'll come back later. Got an essay to finish. Hey, no worries. No worries. You finished up that essay. That's obviously much more important than hockey right now. But how are we feeling? All right, we have Trent, Frederick, Savoy, and Tomaszek. Oh, looks like Tomaszek has now overtaken all. Oh, we got three-way tie. Okay, for the poll. Pick start today. Yes, Calvin Pickard is in the crease tonight. Chris Knobloch said it was a scheduled start for Calvin Pickard. I don't know if I believe him. I think he's protecting Stu a little bit, but hey, what's going on? No clue. Good to see you. Poppy, how are you? Oilers almost cost me $100,000 their last game. Wait, what? Hey, I see you. What's up? Hello. Everyone enjoying their Saturday? If you live in Canada, Thanksgiving weekend here in Canada. I hope everyone has an amazing Thanksgiving weekend. What's going on, Fleecy? Rigged. I mean, I don't think the officiating was rigged. The officiating wasn't good, but I don't think they were. I don't think they were rigged. McDonald's gave me a gym membership. I saw that. I saw you post that in the Discord. That's awesome. I was gonna say I don't know who has that much money to bet. 100K is that's a lot of money. That's pretty wild. I'm just watching the rest of the Leafs and Red Wings game. Why do I have a beard in the thumbnail? Because I reused a thumbnail. It was a thumbnail from preseason. I think like back on October 3rd. I was too lazy to make a new thumbnail today. I just reused one from a week and a half ago. Salary Kapanen scores first. Don't you mean Cheeks Klapanen? Also, taking a look at the out-of-town scoreboard, by the way, our boy Connor Brown has 2 goals tonight for the for the New Jersey Devils. He's on hat trick watch. Connor Brown's on hat trick watch, folks. Looks like Darren Radish just made it a 2-goal game with 3:38 left. But Connor Brown on Hattie watch in Tampa right now. Going to a watch party next match against the Rangers. That'll be fun. Oh, no, you don't have to prove anything, Poppy. It's all good. Don't have to prove anything. Yeah, Florida is just absolutely destroying Ottawa right now. Tough night. Tough night for the Sens. Hey, what's going on, Visual Cortex? What's going on, Ty? The clock is not working. What do you mean? Is it Skinner tonight? No, Jamie. It is Calvin Pickard tonight. Big Dip Picks is in the crease tonight. Hey, what's going on, Andler? Good to see you again. It'll be a fun game. Fun game tonight, folks. It'll be a fun game. How my pen's doing? You don't want to know. Do you want to know? Here you go. 6-1 Rangers. Game just ended. No, the clock's working. What do you mean? One behind me? It's working. His performance means a lot tonight. I know. Yeah, I mean, pressure's on already in oil country when it comes to the goaltending, hey? Do I have GoldenEye 007 for N64 for sale? Not for sale. No, I only have one copy, and I'm not selling my copy of GoldenEye. Hey, what's going on, McDavid? Are you ready for the game tonight, McDavid? No, you're good. You're good, Ty. You're good. We're chilling. GoldenEye's getting buried with me. All right, beautiful. Love to hear that. I might play. Well, I hope you do play because the team is in big trouble if you don't. Do I have an extra controller to sell? Unfortunately, no. No, I do not. Nothing. None of my N64 peripherals are for sale right now. Oilers are going to make a 3-0 comeback tonight. I really hope Vancouver doesn't get a 3-0 lead, but I sure would love to see a big comeback, though, if that did happen. I am doing good, Ty. I'm doing very good. How are you doing? Me, Leon, RNH might go drink tonight. Well, get a big win and go celebrate for Thanksgiving. I think that would be okay. Before, so like right now, because you play in 30 minutes. Pawn Shop's got everything back, but Killer Instinct and a blue controller. Damn, I never played Killer Instinct. Hey, what's going on, Christian? Oh, on the ice, okay. Hey, what's going on, Alley's Football? How are you? Good to see you again. Good to see you again. Do they have the official lineup tonight? Does it have the Oilers posted yet? About the official lineups? Let's take a look. Let's take a look if the official lineups have been posted. Shall we? 18 minutes ago. No, they did not. Oh, here they are. Here they are. Here's the lineup, folks. Here's the lineup tonight. What's everyone's drink of choice tonight? What's your snack of choice as well? Drink and snack, what are we thinking tonight? Do I play hockey? I used to. I used to play hockey, Ty. Oh, that's cool. It's cool that it's your ringtone. That's fun. Draisaitl scores first. Okay. All right, Archangel. I like it. Sneaky guy said Roslovic wasn't playing yet. Well, he's not in the lineup here. Probably not till next week's games. I think he just wants to get Roslovic into a couple practices first. I know Roslovic did pass his physical, which is obviously good, but he's got to get his timing down, I think. Got 2 pet rabbits. Going to name them Connor and Leon. I love that. That is wholesome and adorable, and I love that. Water to drink. Okay. Healthy. Dr. Peppers and jalapeno poppers. Hey, I like that. That would give me major heartburn, but I do love jalapeno poppers, and I love Dr. Pepper. He's on the ice for warm-up. Oh, interesting. Okay. Did not know that. Chess master. Henrique first goal. You know what, Kyle? I would love that. I would love that. Detroit with 2 empty netters against Toronto. They are going to win 6-3. Oh my God, bro. I totally forgot about chatting in the second intermission. Will I be able to do that? Because I'll be live on here. Maybe we can do something post-game or like something tomorrow. I don't know what your content's like. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry, dude. If you win one day tie, that would be awesome. But I'm not planning on doing any gifted memberships tonight. The game's like 20 minutes. Like the puck drop's not for another like 25 minutes or so. So we're just vibing. Oilers versus Leafs finals would be the most fun. Oh my goodness. I might break this whole country if that happened. Oh no, that's all good. That's all good, Lola. Cross the streams. I could. I'm someone that likes to get a feel first. I hope you understand. If that makes sense. Like I like to get a feel. I should have. See, I'm hardly on Instagram. So if you've been messaging me on Instagram, I probably just haven't even seen it. I totally forgot, man. I'm so sorry. What's the benefit of having a membership? You get a badge next to your name. Sometimes I upload content where members see the video before anyone else, usually like a few hours before everyone else. I am working on getting emotes for the channel, member emotes that you can use. 4-3 Edmonton win, calling it. I hope so. If it's the Oilers versus Leafs, fine. I'm cooked in Southern Ontario. You just you do your best. NHL 200. Yeah, most people say other as the goal scored tonight. Well, most people, they go for Leon. They go for Connor. Hey, what's going on, Coolistic? What's popping? Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. We are vibing today. Christian, you played soccer for 20 years? That's pretty awesome. I don't have the coordination to play soccer. I did a little bit of indoor soccer. Wasn't great at it. I like playing goal in soccer. I don't like playing out. I would love an Edmonton Vancouver series again. Am I sick? Not that I'm aware of. The last Henrique fan, not including Ducks fans. No, I'm sure there are Henrique fans out there. Edmonton Vancouver was the real Stanley Cup final. When are we getting the heart rate again? I don't know, actually. I could set up the heart rate. Not tonight, but maybe for the next stream. Maybe for streams moving forward. I hope so, Vehicle. Freddie's got to get on the scoreboard here. He's got to, like, if Freddie's not going to score, at least make your presence felt. I found in a Battle of Alberta, he just didn't do that either, so I don't know. He's been holding back. Imagine Ty predicts I get sick. That would not be good. That would suck. Is this game in Edmonton or Vancouver? It is in Edmonton tonight. It is at Rogers Place in Edmonton. Dang, I was hoping Connor Brown was going to get an empty netter, get the hat trick tonight for New Jersey. He didn't get a hat trick in an Oiler uniform, but Connor Brown got 2 goals tonight for New Jersey. That's funny. Oh, boy. I'm surprised that they are so committed to Trent Frederick on that top line. So pumped for the game. Hey, I'm pumped for the game too. It's going to be great. I'm with you, Hockey Night. I don't think Janmark is... I don't think he's one of the best 12 forwards on this team, even when healthy. McDavid needs to score tonight. Same with Leon. If they don't score, I'll buy them Tim Hortons hockey cards. Hey, come on. Don't go after my Blue Jays like that. I'm a big Jays fan. Leafs, that's a different story. We can be like, no Leafs. But Blue Jays, I don't know. I can't agree with you on that. Recently picked up the piano after 7 years, really rusty with it, but that's okay. Damn, you must be working out if you can pick up a piano. That's crazy. Yeah, Florida, yeah, Florida's good. Their play style, even when they have good players out of the lineup. Die Yankee lose. Hey, what's going on, Andy? Question from Chili. Why do you insist on Skinner if Pickard is better? Greetings. I don't know why the team is so committed to Stu. Calvin Pickard is starting tonight, though. It is Pickard's crease tonight. So also welcome back from Chili. That's awesome. What's going on, Gordon? Hey, what's going on, Cube with Nick? How are you? Welcome back. Y'all know about the slogan of "This is our year for the Maple Leafs." I'm starting to see it appear in Edmonton as well. Yeah. I was gonna say yeah. At least the Oilers can win more than one playoff series in 25 years. Am I good as a skater? I was never great at hockey. My play style was very like Ryan Smith-esque, just like park my body in front of the net and try and bang rebounds in. Cat cams. Oh, we do have a kitty. You know what? I can turn a cat cam on. There we go. There, we'll get the cat cam up. The kitty cam. I'm doing good. I'm doing good, Q. As long as it's legal. We can smack Hughes around, but as long as it's legal. Don't go to the box, no injuries. I'm not promoting that type of that type of play on the stream tonight. That's not how I am. Gonna be a long year with Pickard and Skinner. Pickard can instill some confidence tonight. They're gonna need him to make some saves tonight. Yeah, that's, I mean, I understand your dad's point of view, Brandel. I really dislike the Panthers, Claire. Like, I have like a deep-seated hatred for the Panthers. Get a heart monitor for my cat. I don't think my cat would like having a heart monitor on. Do I know if Ingram is going to become a backup goalie or starter in the next few games? He's probably not even going to be up until the new year. Hey, what's up, Naheed? I'm new. I listened to me since last year. Hey, welcome back. Excellent. Can we make Kitty Cam the full screen and put me in the corner? I mean, probably. I could probably do that for a stream. Only on roller skates, not on ice. Yeah, I find like the hardest part about skating is stopping, like on ice. That is legitimate. What if you know how to stop, you can build on that. I don't think Nuge is going to smack anyone around. Draisaitl might use his big body, though. Yeah, I appreciate that. 5-point night for Savoy. Could you imagine? I just cut into the ice. Hey, that's true. That's true, Brandel. Yeah, it is early. It's so up, dog, today. What's up, dog? That's the third stream I've said that in tonight. Who else is streaming with their cats? The Lightning have no defense. Yeah, that's not good. How many shots did the Lightning get on net tonight? Brutal, right? 17 shots on goal. Cringe. That's cringe. Panthers beat Ottawa 6-2. My God. Predators are beating Utah 2-2 in the Montreal-Chicago game. Hey, Matthew Schaefer got his first goal in the NHL. That's pretty cool. I trip over the air on ice. What? You're a figure skater. I'm pretty sure Nuge is undefeated in his fights. Manjapani, McDavid, Roslovic, Podkolzin, Draisaitl, Savoy, Frederick, RNH Kapanen, Howard, Philip, Tomasek. I like those lines, actually. I think I agree with pretty much every single line. I like Pods with Draisaitl. I think that's a good pair. I like Manjapani with McDavid, giving Roslovic a chance on that top line. Yeah. Nuge is an underrated fighter. He's an underrated fighter. When he's like, it takes a lot to get Nuge to drop the gloves, but when he does, he's pretty good at fighting. Montreal scores. Yeah, I just saw it. I don't know who deflected it in the net. Man, Chicago stinks. Do they have to pay Skinner? Oh, yeah. Yeah, Stu's getting paid whether he plays or not. And Stu is also a free agent after this season. I hope not, Poppy. That would not be a fun time. If they have 3-0 leads against two division rivals and they blow both games, that would not be good. I think so, too. I think you'll see Tomasek even as early as tonight. If the top six still isn't really flowing well, I could see Tomasek getting a shift or two every now and then with McDavid or Draisaitl. What would be my reaction if McDavid dropped the gloves? I would be very excited, but I would be very scared that he would break his hand. The only fight in McDavid's career was when he was on the Erie Otters and he broke his hand. He went to throw a punch and he punched the boards behind the guy. I forget who he dropped the gloves with. Pretty sure it was the draft year. I think Leon, okay, so I think Leon would be one of those guys where if you got him mad enough to actually drop the gloves, because Leon, when he's mad, he plays pretty dirty, right? He'll use his elbows. He'll get his stick in your groin. He'll slew foot you. Leon Draisaitl gets dirty when he's mad. Pause. If he was so mad to the point where he dropped the gloves, I think he would probably murder somebody. Did I watch the Mariners-Tigers game? I did. What an absolute classic. Kept messing with Petey in preseason. I know. Ripped his helmet off and everything. If Calvin, okay, that would suck. Like, if we're gonna have big problems here, if the Oilers get down 4-0 and they have to pull Pickard and put Stu in, there's gonna be big problems. Yeah. Garland's pretty nasty too, though. Connor Garland, like, for his size, man, I would not want to play against him on the ice. He's such a menace, man. Brad Marchand versus Leon. Probably give it to Marchand just because Marchand has a lot of experience in fights and Draisaitl doesn't. But Draisaitl has the size advantage. He has the strength advantage. I saw the Flames lost. They lost 4-2 to St. Louis today. Predicting a goalie fight. Give me membership if I'm right. You already have a membership. You're already a member. What is that? True, Bradley. True. Reminds me of the little guy from the movie Elf. Hey, what's going on, Bryce? What's going on, Oilers girl? Good to see you again. How are you? Another one. Hey, what's going on? Hi. Hot take, Leon is a top 5 strongest players. I think Leon's top 5 strong, like strength on his legs. Who's in your top 5? For me, I got Leon. I got Crosby. Have you seen Crosby's legs? My God. That guy does not skip out on leg day. You know what I'm saying? Sorry. The vibes are good tonight, all right? We're going to have some fun tonight. Poor Demko. Demko wouldn't even stand a chance, man. Barkov. Yeah, no dirty stuff. I think there's gonna be some rough stuff. I didn't talk about it in the pregame report, but I think there is gonna be some rough stuff in the game tonight. Dry would cook Marshy, in my opinion. He might. Do I think Kane will fight someone? He might try and go after. I mean, we'll know pretty early in this game. We'll know pretty early in this game if Evander Kane has any ill will towards some players. And like his former teammates, I should say. Tigers 2026, huh? You think so? Also, did you guys see that Cody Ceci had another rough night with LA? He's -5 on the season now in 3 games. He's on pace to be like a -105 or whatever. Yeah, I'm with you, Jesse. Kane fights Hughes. Wait, what? What? Sounds like a career year. Yeah, he's on pace for a career, that's for sure. Kane's gonna fight anyone who doesn't like this video. If you don't want Evander Kane to fight you, yeah, definitely hit the like button. Yeah, there's a reason. So obviously I do mostly Oilers-based content. On July 1st, I made a video specifically making fun of Ken Holland because of some of the decisions that he made. My God. I know it's early. 3-game sample size. I know I always say with advanced analytics, hey, small sample size. Don't put too much stock into it. When it fits the narrative, especially against Cody Ceci and Ken Holland, you know what? I'm going to take it. I'm with you, Andy. I think the fans are with you. I do think that there is a level of calmness when Pickard is in the crease. How do I win the jersey that I'm giving away? If you entered the hockey pool. There was a hockey pool. The deadline to enter was at 5 p.m. today, Alberta time. So if you were not able to enter the hockey pool, then unfortunately not this time. But don't worry, there are going to be tons of giveaways throughout the year. Last stream, we gave away a signed rookie Bouchard card. This is the one that I'm going to mail out once Canada Post goes back to work. This will be mailed out to the winner. Kyle was the winner of that. 5-1 Oil. Let's do it. I mean, yeah, I kept the Oilers from circling back and grabbing him. Not you, Kyle. Not you. There was a different Kyle. There was a different Kyle the other night that won it. Would love to see Nuge fight Kane. Could you imagine? Yeah, the Leafs, that is a team that I don't know. I think they lost a lot of talent. They didn't have very good analytics last year. So, I don't know. And Yankee lose. I love that. How you doing, Lurker Lieutenant? 400-0 Oil. And they have Chris Pronger on the panel tonight. That's fun. Ooh, Bud Colson versus Kane would be a good fight. That would be a good fight. I'm with you, Jesse. 100% agree. Long term, these lines make no sense. Leon and Connor have to be on their own lines. What if the team doctors fight? I mean, Jesus. Where's John Tortorella? He'll go fight someone on the bench. Boy, Hattie plus 5.9. You know what, Erica? If that prediction is right, I will gift 10 memberships to the community tonight. To Oil lose. Come on, Cube. What's going on, Stacy? Kane will whip everyone on our team. I think so too. Like, the lines are odd because Hyman's out, but why not maximize your lineup? because Hyman's out. Why are we loading up McDavid and Draisaitl? If Vancouver shuts down McDavid and Draisaitl tonight, who on this team is putting the puck in the net right now? There's a lot of question marks. There's a lot of players that haven't proved themselves yet in the other three lines. So, can I throw a chair at you? No, don't throw a chair at me. Stacey's got 2+ assists for McDavid tonight. I'd take that bet. I'm not a betting man, but I would take that bet. As in, I agree with you, is what I'm trying to say. Vladdy's your daddy. I love that. I love Pedro Martinez. He's so funny. Good parlay. Like I said, I don't place bets, but I think McDavid 2 assists. I think that makes sense. I'd like to see McDavid put the puck in the net, though. I need that guy to start shooting a little bit more. I think Chris Knobloch would be a mean fighter. Like, he grew up in Saskatchewan. I think Knobloch would be scary if he got into a fight with someone. It's always the quiet ones you got to be scared of. Hey, what's going on, Jade? Cleaning the house right now, and I was looking for something to listen to. Hey, let's go. Enjoy the cleaning. Enjoy the game. I appreciate that you chose me tonight. Thank you so much. You all humble me. Everyone that tunes in, man, I'm just humbled every single time I go live or upload videos. The support on the channel is unbelievable. I can't thank all of you enough. You're all amazing. Yeah, that's a good ad. That's a good ad, Kyle. Let me double your cats to 6. Hey, I think 3's enough. I think 3's enough right now. If Pix is quicker than Kitty Kitty, oil for the win. You know what, Shadow Speed? I like the way you think. McJesus first goal. All right. Leon with the first goal. Neon Leon. My cat lines are Kitty, Franklin, Mochi. That is an unfair top line, and I don't think the league would be ready for that. Unless they make a hockey team, then that's too many. Yeah, exactly. My favorite homework background noise. Let's go. You don't want to know how many I have. Oh, boy. Check the general tab in Discord. Uh-oh. What's going on? What's going on in the general tab? Oh, look at that picture of Leon. Look at that, dude. Was that when he scored the OT winner? Was that the OT winner or was that the first goal in game 1? I don't know which one that is. OT winner, okay. It was either the OT winner or it was like the first goal of the game in game 1. It looks like a similar celebration. Look at the round 1, game 4. Hey, I went to that game. I have that towel. I didn't know you went to the same game. Round 1, game 4 against the Kings. That's what I went to. My towel is... One sec. Ugh. Do kitties love getting their tummies rubbed? Kitty, absolutely not. He will grab onto your hand and scratch the crap out of it. Mochi, definitely not. And Franklin, yes. Franklin likes having his tummy rubbed. You went to game 5. That's a tough one. Game 5 was a tough one. Like in the CRT in the background. Yeah, that's what I do my Nintendo gaming on. My NES and my N64. Stopping by to say hi, Austin, as I'm watching Ducks Sharks. But hey, guys, hey. Good luck tonight, Ducks. Good luck tonight. Hey, what's going on, Reese? How are you? Good to see you again. Good keepsake from a great game. Yeah, game 4 against LA, man. It's the only playoff game I've ever been to in my entire life. And I may have went to one of the best playoff games in Oiler history. That was a great game. Tickets are around $200 in Montreal, $600 for in Edmonton, you can usually get seats in the second level for, it depends on the opponent. You can get tickets on fansfirst.ca for like anywhere between 60 and 120 bucks. Lower bowl seats usually around 200 to 300. But again, there's a lot of variables. Depends on who the opponent is. If it's like a team like Minnesota, you can probably get lower bowl seats for like 200 bucks in Edmonton. Me and my friend's YouTube channel, Evo Edits, just hit 1,000 subs today. I'm so happy. That is amazing. Congrats. Huge congrats. Love to hear that. Great job. What's going on, N23? How are you? Game 2 was $1,000. Oh my God. Where's my man Gene at? It is a national game tonight, so no Gene Principe, at least not on the panel, but Gene should be doing the preview once maybe not. Maybe not. They have the players coming on the ice right now, so. Kings game 3, row 3 for $300 earlier this year. Very nice. Very nice. That's pretty good. Someone must have really needed to get rid of their tickets. Very lucky. Yeah, I find on the website Fans First, I find you can get really good deals, especially on game day. Like an hour before puck drop, people will tank the price of their tickets to try and sell them. I haven't been to Ice District in a while, so I'm not sure visual. Hey, what's going on, Dutra, sorry. How are you? Last minute deal, super nice old man. That's awesome, Louie. That's awesome. I just find Fans First seems to be the best, like, deals. Let's go, Oilers. What's going on, Small? How are you? Good to see you again. Must win tonight. Honestly, yeah, I would consider this a must-win game as well. Game 2 of an 82-game season shouldn't be must-win, but I think it's got to be must-win tonight. The team's got to find a way to get a win. Looking fresh, bro. How are you? I appreciate that, Mitch. I'm doing good. How are you doing? What's going on, Patrick? Hopefully Pick's controller doesn't disconnect tonight. I think we have a good chance of Calvin Pickard's controller not disconnecting tonight. They're about to do the anthem, so I will take my hat off for the anthem. I mean, most of Sabrina Carpenter's songs are pretty fire. I've also been on a Charlie XCX binge lately. I've been really enjoying Charlie XCX music. Hairline. Leave my hairline alone. October Oilers, folks. The October Oilers. You just put a dog in my room? Oh my God. I hope not. Kitty would be very scared. Some of them do, Patrick. Not all of them, but some of them do. I also think Oilers Nation, like, I think they try and, like, take the positive side of things as much as possible. Very rarely do you see the Oilers Nation crew just, like, crapping on certain players. Voice crack. Yeah, my voice has been cracking a lot lately. Hey, what's going on, McSorley? I've had my hat off before. At least no hiccups. Yeah, hopefully we don't get any hiccups tonight. I am drinking a Blue Moon tonight. That could give me a hiccup. Hopefully it doesn't. All right. Like usual, I'm going to be hiding the chat during gameplay because chat is usually about 30 seconds ahead of me. You guys usually see goals before I do. So if you see a goal before I've reacted to it, try not to spoil it until I've reacted. But again, I can't stop all of you. That's why I hide my own chat. So I am going to hide the chat right now. We have Calvin Pickard in the net. Last season, 22-10-1, a 271 goals against and a 900 save percentage. All we need is a 905 tonight from Edmonton. I want a 905. Oilers are going to start with the Noah Philp, Vasily Podkolzin, and Kasperi Kapanen line. They'll go up against DeBrusk, Pettersson, and Besser. Oilers win the faceoff. Puck is going to be sent into the Canucks zone. Noah Philp, he's hooked up a little bit, trying to find Kapanen. Puck stuck along the half wall. Tyler Myers battles for it, plays it around to Marcus Pettersson. He'll give it to Elias Pettersson. Canucks will send the puck down into the Oilers zone. Jake DeBrusk gets in on the forecheck. Of course, Jake DeBrusk, born in Edmonton, son of Louis DeBrusk, who is an Oiler analyst. Here's Noah Philp now. He tries to cut around outside against Hronek. Pettersson trying to move the puck up along the boards. Kapanen keeps it alive. Puck comes into the middle, and here's Connor Garland now. Connor Garland, who has a history with a few Edmonton Oilers players, including last year against McDavid, where Connor Garland and Connor McDavid got into a cross-checking match, and then McDavid was suspended for 3 games, so hopefully that doesn't happen again. Here's an early shot on Calvin Pickard, and Hedl could not put it in. Good early save for Pickard. There, I'll get the clock going here. There we go. There we go. Pettersson to Pettersson, back to Pettersson. Yeah, there's so many Petterssons. All right. Hit the like button on the live stream, by the way, if you have not done that yet. Puck will come to the middle of the ice, and that's going to be sent into the Oilers bench by the Canucks. Top line out for Edmonton. Trent Frederick looking to get going here with that top line with McDavid and Draisaitl. 18:59 to play here in the first period. Stuart Skinner next to Louis DeBrusk. Face off at the Canucks blue line. Connor McDavid will step in. Linesman chatting. Puck comes to Ekholm. Ekholm can't get the puck in deep. Hronek plays it across to Hughes. Hughes up the left boards. That gets just out of the reach of Evander Kane. Here's Matthias Ekholm. Takes a hit from Evander Kane, the former Oiler. Here's Draisaitl. Gives the puck to Ekholm. Ekholm gives it to Trent Frederick. Frederick centers to McDavid in the middle of the ice. Oh, and he just put the shot wide of the net. Nice look for McDavid. Good pass from Frederick. Here's Draisaitl now trying to play it down low to McDavid. He's going to take a hit from Hronek. Hughes against Frederick. Frederick protects along the back wall behind the Canucks net. Draisaitl into support. Oilers trying to come up with it. McDavid protects against Hronek once again. McDavid trying to send it back to Evan Bouchard. Bouchard trying to put it up the middle, but that puck deflects off of a leg. And it'll come back to Bouchard. Oilers will make a change here. What's up? Where does Jack slot in this lineup? Probably somewhere in the top 6. Appreciate the 279 super chat. Thank you so much. Appreciate that, Reese. Here's a steal by Regula. He'll skate it into the Canucks zone. That's going to be taken immediately, though, and spun out of trouble by Lekkermacki. He'll play it out the middle. Here's O'Connor trying to find Coots. Coots, the young rookie for the Canucks, made the team out of camp. Here's Mangiapane to Nugent Hopkins, 2-on-1 with Savoy. Nugent Hopkins to Savoy. Oh, what a save by Demko. Oh, my God. Savoy had an opportunity in tight, and Thatcher Demko, he goes spread eagle. Well, not spread eagle, but he does the splits, and he holds that leg against the post. Savoy just had to elevate a little bit. Good look for Savoy early in this game. Here's Darnell Nurse up the middle. Going to be played by Henrique to Tomaszek. Trying to find Howard in the middle of the ice. He was interfered with a little bit. No call. Here's Atu Ratu. Puck is going to be sent towards Pickard and off of his stick. Out of play. So good early look for the Savoy line. Hey, I like that, Johnny. I like that. Yeah, Demko's nuts, man. Thatcher Demko, his ability to get across. 2 good looks from Savoy, man. Wow. Puck won by the Canucks offensive zone faceoff. Oilers going to come up with it, though. Tomaszek trying to play it forward. Good job by Vancouver. Never mind. They're going to be offside. 16:55 to play here in the first period. I did see, rest in peace, Diane Keaton. Yeah, that's fair, McSorley. You want to have the last laugh, huh? All right. Face off at center. Pettersson gets kicked out. Noah Philp will step in. Philp wins it back. Oilers will try and reset in their own zone here. Shots are 2-2, 16:50 to play here. Puck through the middle of the ice here. Puck sent back to Darnell Nurse. Nurse behind his net. Darnell Nurse up the middle. Just off of Noah Philp's stick. Podkolzin takes it. Podkolzin, the former Canuck, he'll send the puck in deep behind the Canucks net. Noah Philp chases after it. Kapanen comes in to support. Vancouver will send it up the ice. And potentially, they almost had a 2-on-1. Nice job by Regula to cut that off. Podkolzin, he walks in. Good shot on Thatcher Demko. Right shoulder save. Regula trying to keep the cycle alive. Podkolzin sends it behind the Canucks net. Here's Hronek against Noah Philp. Philp against Hronek. Hughes bumps it forward. It comes to Besser, stolen by Kapanen. And Podkolzin, he'll just send that puck in deep into the Canucks zone and go for a change. Here's not Luke Hughes. Quinn Hughes dumps the puck in deep behind the Oilers net. Puck is going to be stolen by Myers. Vancouver in on the forecheck here. Here's Hedl. He'll play it across to Marcus Pettersson, and that was mishandled by Pettersson. Ekholm up the left boards. Leon Draisaitl through the neutral zone. Draisaitl to McDavid. McDavid through the middle of the ice, does a little dangle. Trying to find Trent Frederick now. Back to McDavid. Across to Draisaitl. In his feet. Can't get the one-timer off. Draisaitl across to Ekholm. Matthias Ekholm with a hard rim around the boards just to keep this cycle going. Bouchard protects Draisaitl. He'll reverse it back. McDavid at the blue line. He'll give it to Leon Draisaitl, top of the right circle. Draisaitl to McDavid. McDavid walks in, cuts in front to the net. He's knocked down in the crease area. No call. And Vancouver trying to get the puck out. Ekholm keeps it alive for a moment. And here comes Hedl. He'll give it to Evander Kane. Kane across to Hedl. Just out of his reach. Draisaitl, puck over his stick. 14:35 to play. Oilers are looking to make a change here. Here's Matthew Savoy. He gets in on the forecheck with his speed, putting a lot of pressure on Pettersson. Play kept alive once again by this Oilers forecheck. Mangiapane goes down. And Vancouver will get it out. Potential 2-on-1 here. Lekramaki trying to center it. Puck through the middle of the ice. Looks like Andrew Mangiapane has a skate issue. He goes off the ice, and Ike Howard for the Oilers will step on. Vancouver getting the cycle going here. Lekramaki to the point. Hronek. He'll play it to Hughes. Quinn Hughes to Hronek with a shot, and that's blocked in front. Hughes once again spins away from Howard. Hughes falls. Puck comes across to Lekramaki, and that's one-timed wide of the goal. Hronek back to Hughes. Hughes spins around Howard. Here's Quinn Hughes. Look at the moves by Hughes towards the net. That's blocked in front once again by Tomaszek, and the Oilers can't get this puck out. And Vancouver had a couple good looks, but the Oilers are able to get that out of trouble. Hughes will send it puck back in deep into the Oilers zone, but the Oilers are going to be able to get a change here. Good shift for the Canucks. Puck will be played through the neutral zone. That was deflected to nobody by Howard. Tomaszek in on the forecheck. Around the boards into the neutral zone. Nice job by Darnell Nurse. Playing it back to Regula. Tomaszek finds Howard. Howard across the ice. Henrique to Tomaszek. Batted down by Myers. Here's Darnell Nurse with a shot, and that's stopped by Demko. Nice job by Nurse in the neutral zone, preventing the entry by the Canucks. Alec Regula. He also prevents a dump in by Vancouver. Oilers doing good managing the puck right now. Tomaszek plays it to Bouchard, and the Oilers will get the top lineup. Evan Bouchard waits for reinforcements. Connor McDavid with speed through the neutral zone. He'll play it in, not deep. Hughes plays it back up. Stolen by Bouchard. 12:24 to play here in the period. Here's Bouchard up the left wing. Here's Trent Frederick. He's going to walk in. Shot on net, stopped by Thatcher Demko. And here's Matthias Ekholm now. Ekholm plays it to McDavid. Puck hopped over his stick. Hughes over to Hronek. Hronek up the left wing. Deflected in by Besser. Puck will come to Calvin Pickard. Matthias Ekholm plays it across to Bouchard. Bouchard up the right wing. Trent Frederick deflects it into the Canucks zone, and the Oilers' top line is going to go for a change. Here's Evander Kane, the former Oiler. He'll chip and chase. Brett Kulak for the Oilers behind his net. Takes a hard hit from Evander Kane. Kane falls. Forbort steps up. I don't know who that was. Noah Philp will get in on the forecheck here against Pettersson. Podkolzin can't grab it. Evander Kane through the middle of the ice. Puck over Heedle's stick. And this is a period where there's a lot of dumping and chasing, but not a lot of other things happening here. Evander Kane, nice pass to the back door. Connor Garland, I don't know if he was ready for it. Can't get a shot off. Tries to reverse it in front. Puck comes to the middle. And Marcus Pettersson keeps the cycle going for the Canucks. Vasily Podkolzin for the Oilers. Snatches it through the middle. Does get it out. Barely. Puck hits a skate in the neutral zone. Going to be picked up by O'Connor. O'Connor circles back. Not many whistles here. In this first period. 10:53 to play. Alec Regula on his backhand. Trying to play it to Nugent Hopkins. Lekramaki on the forecheck. Puck comes to the blue line. Kept in by the Canucks. Shot towards the Oilers' goal. Goes wide. Here's Mangiapane now. He'll play it off the boards and just out of the reach of Savoy. And they're going to call icing on Edmonton. 10:35 to play here in the first period. Yeah, Kitty Cam is back. That's right. Hey, what's going on, Chilled Grease? Hope you're doing well. Welcome back. Canucks have an offensive zone draw here. Pettersson's going to take it. Oilers win it, though. Nice job by Nugent Hopkins. Puck off the glass. It's going to get past Hughes. And Philip Hronek forced back by Mangiapane. Hronek up the middle to Pettersson. Pettersson deflected into the middle. Stolen by Regula. Regula does get the puck out. Here's Mangiapane for the Oilers on the back check. Mangiapane will spin and skate it through the neutral zone to Nugent Hopkins. Nugent Hopkins. He steps in, looked a little offside. Savoy trying to play the puck down low to Mangiapane. Mangiapane plays it back to the blue line. Darnell Nurse cycles it back around to Mangiapane. Mangiapane down low, right circle, up to Regula. Regula towards the net. It deflects in. They score. Tipped home by Nugent Hopkins. The ref says no goal. Maybe a high stick. I don't know. Let's see. Was Nugent's stick above the crossbar? Because the other night, the Oilers had a goal go against them. Let's see. The other night, Calgary scored on a high stick. Well, at least I thought it was a high stick. They found the high stick from earlier. Let's see. Regula. Darnell Nurse deflected it, actually. That's high. I think that's a high stick. But I thought that it was a high stick the other night. I think that's a high stick. I don't think that's gonna stay. That's a tough one. We have a commercial break. I don't think that's gonna count. If the call on the ice is high stick, I don't think there's enough evidence to say that it's not a high stick. So Darnell Nurse deflected the puck into the net, but I do believe that is like the call on the ice was high stick. I think it's gonna stand. Like I don't think the goal is going to happen. Oh, Marchenko got a hat trick for Columbus. Wow, look at that. Give the refs these ones. There could be a such thing as a Stanley Cup hangover. I don't know how true it is, though. When am I going to be on stream? When I decide to do community nights, which I haven't been able to plan or do yet, unfortunately. I don't know, Adonis. I don't know. Maybe Darnell Nurse should be the net front on the power play, though, right? I appreciate that, Mr. Doom. Thank you. Let's go down the Discord. That's perfect. Look at that. That's funny. Aw, look at that cat. Rose posted a beautiful picture of their cat. So that's no goal, right? Okay, yeah, they did say no goal. No goal! Puck was played with a high stick from Darnell Nurse. Puck rimmed all the way around. Nurse will hang on to it. Here's Alec Regula now. Up the middle of the ice. I mean, I didn't think it was way over the crossbar, but it definitely was over the crossbar. Here's Darnell Nurse. He'll play the puck hard around. I thought the Calgary goal the other night was a high stick, but they said it wasn't, and I thought that one was over the crossbar, so I don't know. Puck sent towards Demko, and that's going to be stopped. Easy save. Sharks are up 2-0 against Anaheim. Let's hope the Oilers can win too. Okay. Hey, what's going on, Reese? I just answered your question. I appreciate the 279. As soon as I find some time to do community night, I'll have people from the community on a stream or a video one day. Obviously, I haven't been able to do it yet. I'm not sure when. I'll try and get something planned before the new year, though. Offensive zone faceoff for the Oilers. Connor McDavid's going to step in against Hedl. Hedl wins it back. Trent Frederick on the forecheck. Hits Hronek. Leon Draisaitl near half wall. Protects. Down low. Connor McDavid against Hedl. Hedl can't grab it from McDavid. McDavid protects. Gives it back to Draisaitl. Here's Draisaitl. He'll play it down low to McDavid. Goes behind the Canucks net. Out of his reach. Trent Frederick against Hronek. Appreciate the $2 super chat, Fleecy. Thank you. Here's Connor McDavid now. Into the middle, trying to find Leon Draisaitl. A good steal by Connor Garland. And Evander Kane has the puck stolen by McDavid. McDavid gives it to Draisaitl. Draisaitl, right circle, trying to throw it towards the middle. McDavid towards the goal, and that's blocked by Garland. Here's McDavid now. He centers in front to Frederick. What a save. Oh, my God, what a save. Jeez, and here's a power play coming up for the Oilers. No, goal didn't count. Goal didn't count. I'll get rid of that. No goal. Power play for the Oilers, though. What a pass by McDavid. Trent Frederick was absolutely stoned. Stoned by Thatcher Demko, man. Good look, though. Good chance for Frederick. Hey, Frederick's in the right spot, right? Get to an open spot. McDavid or Draisaitl, they're going to find him. Those goals are going to go in for Frederick as long as he's getting those chances. I think it was... Who took the penalty? Was it Forbort? It is Forbort. Okay. Took the penalty. Well, so far, so good, Vexcora. The Oilers aren't giving up any shots right now, so they don't need a goalie to make a save yet. ALCS is going to be a classic. Jays and Mariners will be fun. Seattle took 15 innings. Yeah, I watched that game last night. That was wild. Wild game. Good for Seattle. Happy for Seattle. Hopefully the Jays can avenge that 2023 series against the Mariners. Or 2022, sorry. Not rooting against the Oil, but glad Demko looks comfortable and healthy. Yes. Yes. Thatcher Demko is one of my favorite goalies in the entire league. I love the way he plays. Do not want to see him injured anymore. We've seen a lot of goalies just have their careers ruined by injuries, and I don't like seeing that. As a fan of the sport more than my team, I don't like seeing that stuff. I'm happy that Demko is healthy, but hopefully the Oilers can start to beat him a few times here. That would be great. All right, let's take a look at the penalty here. And they are going to show another replay of the Nurse high stick. And yeah, definitely a high stick. So Forbert spins against McDavid. Wow, and then McDavid, what a pass. Surprised they called that a penalty, but will I? I'll have to take a look at it. All right, let's get that PP up, folks. Get the PP up. Power play for the Oilers. We got another 297 from Fleecy. Time to have a big PP. Let's do it. Puck comes to McDavid. Top unit out for the Oilers. McDavid for Edmonton. Left circle into the middle. Tomaszek trying to one-touch it to Draisaitl. Here's Draisaitl. Holds on to it. He'll give it to Connor McDavid. Behind the net, David Tomaszek is the net front presence. Here's, Tomaszek in the middle in the bumper position. Tried to one-time it, and that shot, that puck went into the Vancouver bench. Oh, my God. I think Garland just rifled that puck into his own bench there. Okay, very nice, very nice. All right, 128 left on the power play here. Oilers will keep the top unit out. Tomaszek is out there with Draisaitl, with McDavid, Nugent Hopkins, and Bouchard. Draisaitl gets kicked out of the faceoff dot. Drink every time he gets kicked out of a faceoff circle. Happens, I'm pretty sure, 30 times a game. So here's McDavid against Pettersson. McDavid wins it. He'll play it to Bouchard. Bouchard's being pressured, trying to get it to McDavid. McDavid walks in the middle, into the slot. McDavid centers in front. Oh, and Tomaszek was checked. He could not finish that one. And if you're McDavid, I think I would prefer a shot there. McDavid's trying to find Tomaszek for his first NHL goal, but man, I don't know. Be unselfish, McDavid. Or be selfish. Here's McDavid now. He'll give it to Nugent Hopkins, trying to reverse it. Puck comes around to the near wall for Leon Draisaitl. Draisaitl plays it to Bouchard at the point. Dove. And Vancouver will get that out. O'Connor managed to get that out. Bit of a desperation play there. Here's Bouchard to Draisaitl. Draisaitl playing it along the half wall. Tomaszek is hit hard into the boards. Puck is going to be sent around. It's going to be kept alive by McDavid. McDavid's going to play it to Bouchard. Evan Bouchard for the Oilers. At the point, left circle to McDavid. McDavid down low to Nugent Hopkins. Backhand in front. Tomaszek, another shot, and that's stopped by Thatcher Demko. What a save by Demko. Closing up that 5-hole. Jeez Louise. Good saves from Thatcher Demko. Matthias Ekholm for the Oilers now. He'll play that off the boards. Cheeky little play to Savoy, and here comes Adam Henrique now. Second unit out for the Oilers. Here's Trent Frederick now. He'll stop up. Ekholm towards the goal. That's going to be stopped by the Canucks and sent down the ice. Vancouver will kill the first penalty of the game. Calvin Pickard up to Matthew Savoy. Comes to Adam Henrique. Into the middle for Frederick. Darnell Nurse with a shot, and that goes over the net and out of play with a whistle. Fell off a cliff. Mick goes. What? Come on now. I agree. It wouldn't make sense to move Nurse. I think with how much the salary cap is going up now in the next couple of years, I'm not even worried about Darnell Nurse's contract anymore, to be honest. All right, 6:30 to play here in the first period. Oilers could not convert on their first power play of the game. Adam Henrique is now out there with Mangiapane and Howard, it looks like. Interesting line here for the Oilers. Let's see if Henrique can win a faceoff. And O'Connor's kicked out. Garland will step in. Or sorry, Hedl got kicked to the faceoff dot. Garland will step in. Offensive zone faceoff for Edmonton. Linesman's chatting. Won by Henrique to the point. Here's Nurse towards the goal. Can't get it there, and stolen by Garland. Garland will skate it up into the neutral zone, trying to find Evander Kane. Kane around the boards, forces Pickard to come out of his net to play it. Vancouver will keep it alive. Philip Hedl against Nurse. Hedl protects along the near wall. He's going to play that puck to Hughes. Hughes spins away from a check. Quinn Hughes now into the middle. Finds Hedl. Backhand towards the goal. That's stopped by Pickard and into the corner. Adam Henrique trying to play the puck up the left boards. Nobody there for Edmonton. Scoreboard will step up and keep the puck alive. Brett Kulak now fights for it in the corner with Henrique. It'll come to Darnell Nurse, and he'll use his speed on his feet to skate it out of trouble. Here comes Isaac Howard now into the middle. Isaac Howard trying to get it by the Canucks defender. Don't know who that was for Vancouver, but a nice defensive play. Howard couldn't get it in. Here's Noah Philp now for the Oilers. Edmonton makes a change. Noah Philp into the middle of the ice. He'll play it in front. Oh, what a save by Demko on Podkolzin. If you're the Oilers, you're trying to beat Demko down low. It's not working. You might want to try and pick a corner here on Thatcher Demko because Demko is not giving up that 5-hole right now. Oh, nice hit by Kasperi Kapanen. He makes sure Podkolzin can grab the puck. Oilers cycling to the point to Ekholm. Ekholm down low, out of the reach of Philp, but that's going to be picked up by Podkolzin. He'll play it to Evan Bouchard. Bouchard keeps it alive just barely, but Vancouver will get that puck out of trouble. They'll send it down the ice, and that's going to be icing on the Canucks with 4:58 to play here in the first. I agree, Immersion. Just shoot more. No, I think everyone's having fun, Birch Tree. I don't think people are overreacting. I think they're just having fun. But the Oilers have had a lot of good looks here. Thatcher Demko is up to the challenge. Shots are 10-3 for Edmonton. McDavid, top line out for Edmonton. Offensive zone draw. McDavid to Frederick. Puck comes to Ekholm with a one-timer goes wide, and Frederick can't come up with the Kareem off the boards. Here's Ekholm now trying to play the puck down the ice. McDavid, they're going to call icing on Edmonton. I don't know what happened there. Icing or offside? I'm not sure what it was. I know Hronik's mad about something. No, I don't think people are hating on McDavid. Everyone's just trolling right now. People are rage baiting in the chat. Don't fall for the rage bait. What's the ref signaling here? What's happening? What's going on? Okay, not icing. They're going to do a commercial break. They're going to drop the puck at center. Okay. Sure. Why not? I agree, dog. I think as long as Edmonton keeps playing like this, I like their chances. I think they've had a good period so far. They just cannot beat one of the best goalies in the entire NHL. That's funny. Oh, it's already a fun game, KQ. It's already a fun game. Man, could you imagine if the Oilers had a goalie like Thatcher Demko? Oh, boy, oh, boy. They would probably never lose. They would probably win 65 games a season. Everyone's still just... The game is only fun when they're winning. Oh, okay. I forgot we weren't allowed to have fun any other time. Also, if you've not hit the like button on the live stream yet, make sure you hit the like button. The other night, we hit over 200 likes on the live stream. I think the goal tonight is going to be 100 likes. We're at 51. If you have not hit the like button yet, make sure you smash that like button. Goes a long way in supporting the channel, folks. Let's go. Let's do it. Hit that like button. It also pushes my content into the algorithm, and then YouTube promotes me more. Mick, why is he the number one draft pick? Hey, I appreciate that, Johnny. I say he does it, Visual Cortex. I say he does it. I don't know why. I don't know what the origin of Boston Pizza is. Like, why it's called that. Here's a face-off in the neutral zone. It's going to be sent in deep by Bouchard. Draisaitl steals it, loses it, though. And that'll come up into the neutral zone, up the middle. Nice job by Ekholm. He pushes Besser to the side. Besser towards the net, though. And here's Trent Frederick. Puck bounces over his stick. Bouchard trying to play it forward. Stolen again. Here's a shot on Calvin Pickard. Good save by Picks. Puck still alive. by Pettersson trying to come up with it, and here comes Leon Draisaitl. Draisaitl does a little shimmy step, looking for reinforcements. Trent Frederic to McDavid with a shot, and what a save by Thatcher Demko. Are you kidding me with that? Nice look by Frederic, good shot by McDavid, and what a save by Thatcher Demko. My God. That was a good save by Pickard in the Oilers zone. It came to the Canucks zone. Trent Frederic in the high slot. He played it across to McDavid with the one-timer, and Thatcher Demko with a great save. Great save by Thatcher Demko. Here's Nugent Hopkins for the Oilers. Offensive zone draw. He'll come up with it. Gives it to Matthew Savoy. Savoy centers it out in front, out of the reach of Nugent Hopkins. Nugent Hopkins is going to be beat by Derek Forbort. Forbort plays it up the left wing. Puck cut off in the neutral zone by Regula. It'll come behind the Oilers net. Calvin Pickard leaves it for Darnell Nurse. Up the boards to Mangiapane, and this is going to be icing on the Oilers. 3:46 to play here in the period. Yeah, Connor Brown had 2 goals for New Jersey tonight. Could you imagine if he would have scored a hat trick for New Jersey? That would have been crazy. That would be a bold strategy, McSorley. Bold strategy. I'm sure they feel the same way about us, Patrick. I'm sure Canucks fans feel the exact same way about us. There's a lot of really good Canucks fans. I personally have met and interacted with a lot of Canucks fans, and they are pretty fun. They're pretty fun. Puck is going to be cycled around behind the Oilers net. Here's Evander Kane, gives it to Hughes at the point. Connor Garland with a one-timer. That goes off of Heedle's leg and going to be stolen by Regula. Can't get it by Connor Garland, though. Down low to Heedle. Heedle for the Canucks. He'll play it to Hronik, and that goes over his stick. And the Oilers going to make a change. Puck comes to Hughes. Hughes plays it back to Hronik. Here comes Garland. Garland steps away from Regula. He'll play it back to the point to Hughes. Hughes steps away from Henrique. Here's a play in front. David Tomashek against Kane, and looks like Tomashek got high sticked. Yeah, Evander Kane high sticking. Power play for the Oilers. Evander Kane with an offensive zone penalty. Man, Oilers fans have seen that. My goodness gracious. Oilers fans know all about that. They have seen Evander Kane take offensive zone penalties a lot in an Oiler uniform. Yeah, I tried to lick Tomash's stick, and yeah, that's a high stick on Evander Kane. Second power play of the period for the Oilers. I would like to see Edmonton score here because they played very well. Draisaitl take the face off. He loses it to Ratu. Tomashek now behind the net. Nugent Hopkins finds Draisaitl. Draisaitl protects along the far half wall to Bouchard at the left point to Draisaitl. Draisaitl left circle. Back to Bouchard at the point. Bouchard hangs on to it. Bouchard surveys to McDavid. McDavid right circle. Across to Bouchard. Nobody wants to shoot for Edmonton. Down low to Draisaitl. Draisaitl across the ice to McDavid. He's going to step in right circle. McDavid centers it out in front. Back door. A couple whacks at it. Where is it? And Thatcher Demko with a couple good saves. Wow, okay. I mean, geez, Thatcher Demko, he's covering the lower half of the net so well. Edmonton's got to find a way to get a puck in the air on him. You got to get a puck in the air on Demko. He's too good down low. Oh, and then Tomashek put the puck in the net after the whistle. Oh, man, Tomashek had a glorious opportunity to stuff that into the short side. Oh, Tomashek, please. How do you not put that in? Nice try. Nice try. All right, Draisaitl will take the offensive zone draw here. Oilers are buzzing. They can feel one, and I can also feel one. Feel something. Don't know what I feel. Maybe it's a goal, though. Draisaitl will take the offensive zone faceoff for the Oilers. Draisaitl's going to get kicked out of the faceoff dot. Why not? Take another drink. McDavid's going to step in here against Garland. Garland gets really low. Vancouver wins the faceoff. Behind the Canucks net. 4 Oilers down low. McDavid will play it back to Bouchard at the blue line. Here's Bouchard to McDavid. McDavid, left circle, surveys. Holds on to it. Down low. Back to Bouchard. Evan Bouchard to McDavid. McDavid walks in. Trying to center it out in front. It's loose in the top of the crease. Trying to get stuffed by Nugent Hopkins, and Vancouver will send that down to Calvin Pickard. Pickard will leave it for Bouchard. A minute left on the power play for Edmonton. Here's Bouchard to McDavid. McDavid to Leon Draisaitl. Draisaitl's going to enter the Canucks zone. He'll skate around a check by Pettersson to Bouchard. Bouchard holds on to it. He'll play it across the ice to Nugent Hopkins, back to Bouchard. Bouchard to McDavid, top of the right circle. He's going to step in, down low to Draisaitl, behind the net. Draisaitl centers it in front. Here's Tomashek with a shot, and what a save by Thatcher Demko. Oh, my God. Thatcher Demko is nuts right now. Crazy. Crazy save by Demko. Oilers have had good looks. Oh, and Tomashek even picked his spot, too. What a pass by Draisaitl. How did Demko even see that? Look at Draisaitl. He just looks away like, what the hell is that all about? What a save by Demko. Here's Adam Henrique, loses the faceoff. Puck will come along the half wall here. Henrique fights for it. And here's, oh man, that is, I don't know about that. Trent Frederick's going to take a penalty here. Oof. Offensive zone draw or a penalty to Trent Frederick. I was just making fun of Evander Kane for that. I don't know. Looked like the Canuck player went down pretty easy here, but I do have to see a replay of it. So it's gonna be 4-on-4. Henrique against Ratu. I mean, he put the stick near the skates. Did Ratu step on the stick? There wasn't a lot there, but okay, well. Okay, 4-on-4 for 27 seconds here. Off the faceoff, the Oilers win it. Here's Regula. He'll find Adam Henrique. I don't know. Oh, my God. The Oilers almost just put that in their own net. What the hell was that? Mangiapane almost put that in his own net. Here's Alec Regula now. He'll play it up to Mangiapane. Mangiapane will spin away from a check. Mangiapane trying to play it up the middle, and here comes O'Connor. O'Connor, 2-on-1. O'Connor steps in, centers it out in front. It's in Pickard's legs, and they're going to blow the whistle here. Oh, my God. What the hell was that? Goodness gracious. What am I watching right now? Mangiapane almost put that in his own net. That went off the skate of Pickard. Jeez, that puck went off. If that had actually gone in the net, I probably would have just ended the stream. I would have crashed out, ended the stream. Yikes. Mangiapane almost put that in his own net. That is terrifying. All right. Canucks with the power play now. Pettersson wins the puck back to Hughes. Hughes, he sends it back to DeBrusk. DeBrusk will find Pettersson. Pettersson to Hughes at the point towards the goal. That doesn't make it through. Pettersson to Besser. Besser across the ice into the feet of Draisaitl. Draisaitl up the middle and all the way down. 30 seconds left here in the period. 1:10 left in the power play. Here's Quinn Hughes for the Canucks. Skates it up the middle of the ice. That's stolen, and here comes Mangiapane. Mangiapane with a shot, and that goes high and over the net, shorthanded. Mangiapane plays it back behind the Canucks net. Here's Evander Kane. He'll send the puck hard and around. Calvin Pickard slows the puck up against Kane. Mangiapane trying to play it forward. Comes to Pettersson. Here's Hughes with a shot, and that would have been stopped by Pickard if there was time left, but there is no time left. No time left as we are in the intermission. Oh, no. What did I do? I accidentally reset the whole board. I think the shots were 14-4. We're in the intermission. 18-minute intermission. Something like that. Shots are 13-4. Okay. And then Trent Frederick has a penalty. There's 40 seconds left on the penalty. Can I start the timer? It's the intermission. No, I'll just get rid of that for now. That's fine. Troubled Monk is a local brewery here in Red Deer, Alberta. Or they're based in Red Deer. They sell their product around Alberta, but they're based in central Alberta. I mean, I don't think the Oilers could have played any better. I thought the Oilers had a very, very good period against the Vancouver Canucks. Thatcher Demko is obviously the difference maker right now for the team. Edmonton's had some good looks. We'll take a look at the money puck here. Let's take a look. What are we looking at? So the expected or the deserved to win meter. Oh boy, who had the best chances in the period? Well, definitely the Oilers. What the hell is that? At Thatcher Demko. Expected goals in all situations that period, 2.16 to 0.44. So it's safe to say that Thatcher Demko is currently giving the Canucks a chance to win right now. Calvin Pickard was not really tested. If you take a look at the expected goals, Kulak and Emerson are sitting at 0%, but I mean, it was one period of play. Not too worried about it. Most of the Oilers players at 5-on-5, though. That's a good sign. Yeah, Troubled Monk. My favorite Troubled Monk beer is the I forget the name of it now. Forget the name of it. Never mind. Don't worry about me. Rodick played 8:58. Pedersen played 8:23. Hughes played 7:21. Kind of weird. Hughes usually plays about 8 to 9 minutes a period. So Demko, expected goals against 2.164. So he is at plus 2.16 goals saved above expected. For the Oilers, Bouchard led the players in time on ice. Draisaitl 8:25. McDavid 8:15. They had 2 power plays, so that's why they got a lot of ice time. They also killed penalties now, McDavid and Draisaitl. So yep, good first period. They would never take that deal, Chad. They would never take that deal. Never, 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 never. Also, that is a Flames logo. Let's change that to our Canucks logo. Canucks fans, I apologize. I didn't change the logo on this screen here. There we go. If I throw in Draisaitl, I don't think that's happening, Jamie. I don't think that's going to happen. I think the Oilers just got to get some traffic in front. I think they got to go high on Demko. Demko's covering the lower half of the net very well. Hey, what's going on, Ceslin? Good to see you again. How are you? Whoa, that's kind of rude, No Clue. That's kind of rude. There are very nice people who live here in Red Deer. What is that all about? What do you have against Red Deer? Red Deer's a great city. Why do I look so creepy in the thumbnail? I don't know. I like to have fun with the thumbnails. I also forgive Mangiapane. He almost put it in his own net, but we forgive him. He's going to be okay. All right, I'm going to end the poll here. The winner was Other, so. There is, actually. At least in my experience, it's usually 50% Oilers, 50% Calgary Flames. Your stars. They're your stars now. I used to watch Angry Video Game a lot. Love the Red Deer Rebels third jersey. Yep. I haven't been to a Rebels game yet this season. I used to go to Rebels games all the time, but I don't go very often anymore, which is sad. Hey, if Mangiapane puts the puck in his own net, as long as he's putting a puck in the opponent's net too, I'll forgive him. Was Mangiapane on Vancouver? I know he played in Calgary. I didn't know he was with Vancouver, though. It's a good thumbnail. Thank you, Joker. I also like that a lot of teams in the CHL, half of their home games, they wear their white jerseys. I'm a big fan of white jerseys on home ice. I'm excited to see the Oilers alternate on home ice for the first time this season. Kitty kitty for my bird, deal. No deal. Yeah, I agree. I like Regula. He plays a quiet game, but he plays an effective game. There was a couple times where Vancouver was trying to get the puck down the ice through the neutral zone, but Regula stopped it, and I like that. Keeps the pressure on, doesn't allow Vancouver to get a clean change. Hey, appreciate that visual, Cortex. Kitty on the ice for Edmonton. Kitty kitty for winger? Okay, I think we can do that. I think Tomashek's played good. It's not his fault. The Demko just found a way to stone him multiple times that period. No, I can't agree with you, KNG. I don't agree with that. No dirty play. I want the Oilers to win a clean game. I don't mind some rough stuff, but keep it clean. Stay out of the box. Hey, what's going on, Squishy? Good to see you again. Yeah, Demko is in God mode right now. I know, Lonk. I know. I'm with you, man. Now, I don't condone injuries. I don't condone trying to injure players. It's not who I am. Except against Kane. Hey, don't worry. Kane's doing his own thing, but you can bank on Kane to take a couple penalties on his own accord. He did, yeah. Frederick had a good shot. Demko made a good save. I honestly have no complaints on how Edmonton played that period. Literally no complaints at all. I thought the Oilers played a pretty darn good period of hockey. There was Demko's the difference maker right now. Yeah, hey, Stu does go on his runs. December, January, that's usually when he goes on a big run, so Stetcher was okay until the series against Dallas, and then the first couple games against Florida, a little shaky. Yeah, I agree. I mean, Howard's best asset is his skating and his shot, and I think you're right. I think Howard, at least analytically, that period didn't have a good expected goals for percentage, but that's not really reflective of how he played. I thought he did a really good job. Like you said, he was cutting the angle on Hughes, because Hughes might be the best skater in the entire NHL in terms of his ability to cut and like those quick turns that Hughes is able to do on his feet. And Howard stayed with him the whole time. I'm with you. You think so? You think Vancouver would have scored 3 goals on 4 shots? I don't know. I mean, with Stu and net, it's possible it could have been at least 1-0 Vancouver that period. The Oilers did beat Demko once. There was a no-goal, a Darnell Nurse high stick. When was the last time the Blue Jays won the World Series? The year I was born, 1993. What do you do with Regula when Wallman is back? Liked his game. Do you drop Emberson? I think you drop Stetcher. I think you keep Emberson because Emberson's young enough where I think he's still growing and there's potential there to kind of keep around. As much as I love, hey, listen, I love Stetcher. This is nothing against Stetcher, by the way. This just shows how much defensive depth the Oilers have when Wallman is back. 40? Oh my God, no, I'm 32. I'm 32, Bradley. I'm not 40. I'm not that close to 40 yet. Canada is also in a World Series drought. Yep. But could you imagine this? Just picture this. Hold on. Picture this. A Canada sweep of some major sports events, right? Imagine the Jays win the World Series. Imagine the Oilers win the Stanley Cup. Imagine Team Canada winning gold at the Olympics. Imagine a full Canadian sweep here. Let's do it. That's kind of what I like those vibes, right? Full Canadian sweep. Yeah, you'd probably get something for Emberson. Maybe. I don't watch basketball, so Toronto won in 2019. They're okay. They got a championship pretty recently. I would love a Canadian domination. That's what I would love. Oh man, this whole country will be party. I mean, if the Jays win a World Series, across the country, the parties would be nuts. I think a lot of Canada is like cheering for the Jays. We only have one baseball team in Canada, so I think there's usually consensus. The consensus for like an Oilers winning the Stanley Cup, yeah, most people in Alberta would be pretty happy, or at least half the population would be. You'd probably have a good section of fans in each province, but it wouldn't be like a nationwide celebration, right? But I think the Jays would be a nationwide celebration. And of course, if Team Canada won the Olympic gold this year in February, you'd see some big celebrations there too. I also remember the Expos. Vlad Jr.'s dad played for the Montreal Expos. Yeah, the Stankies lose. That's funny. I love Vlad Jr. But that jersey there, that is a Brett Laurie jersey hanging up behind me. And then I also have an Edwin Encarnacion jersey as well. Those are my two jerseys. But I've been watching the Jays since I was 10 years old, since 2003. I really enjoyed Roy Halladay. Roy Halladay was my favorite player for a long time on the Jays. He's the reason why I wanted to play baseball and be a pitcher. I was a pitcher when I played, so I liked pitching. He gave Jeter a Red Sox jersey on ESPN. That's amazing. I love that. If Florida wins the cup again, I'm just shutting down my YouTube channel. Or I'm going to heel turn and become the biggest Florida Panther fan on the planet on this YouTube channel. I'll heel turn. What was my best pitch? It was an eephus pitch. Or was it Bill Spaceman Lee? Was that his name? Where I would throw the ball, I would lob it 35, 40 miles an hour. If it's a right-handed batter, the ball starts behind the right-handed batter, but I was able to curl it in, like it would curve in and like dive like outside the plate. Yeah, I'm obviously joking. I'm not gonna heel turn. I would never cheer for Vancouver. I wouldn't cheer for Vancouver, but I would never cheer for Florida. I mean, Florida's looked good so far, though, even with Barkov out, right? Can we get Ingram in? Not yet. I think Ingram needs a bit of time in the AHL just to get up to speed with his game. We probably don't see Ingram until the new year. Hey, no worries. No worries, nerd. You take care. Rest up. Get healthy. Appreciate you tuning in. Would I rather be a Flames channel or a Panthers channel? Flames all day. I would never cheer for Florida under any circumstance. I thought you liked math, Erica. Wasn't that your favorite subject? You're always telling me math is the best. We love math. Hey, appreciate it. Peace and love. Take care. Bo Akey is a trade chip this year for the deadline. He could be. I wouldn't be surprised if he was. I do want to hear your thoughts. Absolutely. Wait, what? You mean no sound? There's sound. Might have to refresh. Hey, what's going on, Nick? Excited for the season? Absolutely. And I thought the Oilers played very good against Vancouver. Y'all are trolling me. I am not muted. Also, if you have not hit the like button on the stream yet, make sure you hit that like button. All right, we're at 73. Let's get to 100 likes, right? If Crazy took Kitty, told you to cheer for Florida, I wouldn't do it. I would pull a Liam Neeson from Taken to get Kitty back, but I would not cheer for Florida. Yeah, Edmonton played good in the first. Absolutely, they did. Appreciate it, McSorley. Thank you. I'm not saying it. You can't bait me. You can't bait me. I'm too old for the meme. I'm too old for that meme. If Skinner was in net tonight, the puck would have crossed the line from our own player, Mangiapane. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Hey, Joker, thank you for becoming a member. Welcome to the locker room. Appreciate that. Yeah. You in the chat, Cecilin. Y'all are always trying to get me to say the numbers. The numbers, Mason. If anyone played the first Black Ops, Call of Duty Black Ops, that's what I was referencing there. Kyle Connor's great. Great player. Yeah, that was a weird one. That was a weird one. You know what's funny? I told my sister to sit Lehkonen in fantasy tonight for Colorado. And then, of course, he scores. Whoops. That would have been awful, Jamie. But it would have been the most Oiler thing ever. It would have been the most Oiler thing ever if Edmonton was down 1-0. Yeah, Carson knows. Carson knows Black Ops. Do I think the Flames will ever win a Stanley Cup? Yes, and they got robbed in 2004, in my opinion. I'm with you, Cecilin. I don't think so either. What's up, Birch Tree? What was your first video game? First video game I remember playing was Super Mario Bros. 3 on the NES. That's the first one I have like vivid memories of actually playing. But Calgary did win one, yes, in 1989. Calgary won a cup in 89. Who's the second team that I cheer for? The Boston Bruins are actually my second favorite team. I do cheer for the Bruins. The Bruins are undefeated. The Bruins are undefeated. Hey, sounds good. No worries, Cecilin. We'll see you soon, all right? Appreciate you stopping by. Pac-Man on a black and white TV. Oh, boy. Swayman merchants. Yeah. Probably Bradley. Probably. Carolina was stacked, though. They had a good team. Second period. All right, so 40 seconds left on the penalty to Trent Frederick here. Make sure I get that back on the board. World at Wars Classic. All right, we're back on, folks. We are back on. Someone says Pong. All right, Vancouver on the power play for about 30 more seconds here. Puck up the middle. That deflects off of a stick, and that's going to go out of play. And, yeah, 20 seconds left on the power play for Vancouver, I should say. Oh, they did credit the Oilers with an extra shot. Okay, I thought it was 14-4, not 13. Not that it matters, but... All right, defensive zone draw. Adam Henrique is going to take this against Evander Kane. Kane already took an offensive zone penalty for the Canucks. Puck behind the Oilers' goal. Here's Kulak trying to find Savoy over his stick. Kept alive by DeBrusk. DeBrusk to Besser. Comes to Hughes. To Kane in front. Looking for DeBrusk, and that goes wide of the net. Here's Brock Besser now. He gives the puck to Pettersson. Power play is over. Pettersson down low. DeBrusk trying to stuff it against Calvin Pickard. Good save. Hey, what's going on, Peyton? Here's Hughes. He's walking the line. Steps by Henrique. Hughes towards the goal. That goes wide. And Trent Frederick out of the box. Can't come up with it. Down low to Besser. Pettersson keeps the cycle going. Here's Tyler Myers now. He steps behind the Oilers' goal, gives it to Besser. Down low, back to the point. Here's Hughes now. Hughes steps away from Frederick, cycles it to Evander Kane. Kane's been out there for a while for the Canucks, plays it back to Myers. Here's a shot towards the goal, and that deflects high and out of play. Garland can't get a stick on it. Good kill by the Oilers there. Shots are 14-6 for Edmonton. All right. Good kill for the Oilers. Here's the face-off in the Oilers zone. 1 to Myers. Myers down low. Vancouver getting the cycle game going here. They weren't able to get much sustained zone time in the first period. Puck is centered in front, out of the reach of Baines. Here's Noah Philp now. He can't get it past his check, and Vancouver keeps it in. Garland down low. Here's Hedl. Spins away from a check. Garland with a backhand. Good save by Calvin Pickard. Here's Alec Regula. Gives it to Podkolzin. Vasily Podkolzin with speed. Skates it through the neutral zone towards the Vancouver net. That's an easy stop for Demko. Into the near corner. Noah Philp throws a hit. Kapanen on the forecheck. Can't come up with it. Nice job by Podkolzin. But Vancouver will bring it into the Oilers zone. Puck gets by Garland. Darnell Nurse around the boards. Off of Podkolzin's leg, and Kapanen kicks it forward, trying to play it to Philp. Kapanen down low. Regula to Nurse. Here's Darnell Nurse for the Oilers. Skates it to the red line, dumps it in deep off of Podkolzin's leg, actually, and Vancouver will come up with possession. Through the right wing, here's Kiefer Sherwood, checked by Nurse. Sherwood along the half wall, loses it. Nurse to the neutral zone, taken by Hughes, but that's going to be taken by Draisaitl. Draisaitl protects, takes a hit by Sherwood. Draisaitl against Sherwood. Sherwood's throwing a few hits on Draisaitl, and Draisaitl's doing a good job protecting the puck along the near half wall. It's played behind the Canucks net. McDavid hit by Hronek. McDavid centers it out in front. Kept alive. No, it did come out of the zone. Bouchard did not hold the zone. Edmonton has to clear. Here come the Canucks now. Hronek. He'll dump that puck around the net. Pickard leaves it for Ekholm. Ekholm to Draisaitl. He holds on to it on his backhand, finds Bouchard. He skates through trouble. Bouchard with a shot, and that's stopped by Demko. McDavid to the point. Ekholm keeps it alive. McDavid. He shoves Coots off. Here's McDavid, gives it to Bouchard. Bouchard drops it to Draisaitl. Draisaitl to McDavid. Oilers top line buzzing. Here's McDavid. Walks in. Centers it out in front. Trent Frederick can't get a stick on it. McDavid trying to come up with it. And here's Trent Frederick. Keeps the cycle alive here. Plays it back to McDavid. McDavid trying to find Frederick. Puck comes back to McDavid. Canucks are tired. Here's Trent Frederick. Steps in front of the net. Loses it. And Frederick now trying to reverse it back to McDavid. Vancouver desperate to get this puck out. No stick for Kane, but Vancouver eventually gets the puck out of trouble here. Here's Ekholm. He'll play it up the left wing. He's going to find Savoy with speed. Savoy steps in, checked by DeBrusk. Savoy protects, though. Keeps the play alive. Finds Nugent Hopkins. Back to the point. Here's a shot by Kulak. Doesn't make it to the goal, and the Canucks will finally get it out of trouble here. Here come the Canucks. To DeBrusk. Puck over his stick. Come to Nugent Hopkins. Oilers will slow things down. Ty Emberson into the middle for Nugent Hopkins. Nugent Hopkins skates through the middle of the ice here. Checked off the puck. Nuge against Myers. Might have held him there. No call on Nugent Hopkins. Probably could have called Nuge for a hold there. Puck comes to Emberson. Shot towards the net. Stopped. Comes to Mangiapane. Can't get a shot off, though. It's going to be taken by Myers. Shots are 17-7 in favor of the Oilers here. Puck kept alive by the Oilers. Here's Howard to Henrique. Henrique trying to center it back to Howard, and that's just a poor giveaway by Henrique. Do not like that giveaway by Adam Henrique. Puck into the Oilers zone. Adam Henrique spins away from a check. Gives it to Regula, to Nurse. Nurse up the middle. And here comes David Tomaszek. He skates it by Hughes. Checked by Hughes. Hronek around the boards. Kept alive by Nurse. Nurse, again, just blindly throws a shot into no man's land. Nice job by Regula. Keeps the play alive. Tomaszek against Hughes. And Vancouver is going to get it out of trouble here. Here comes Hedl. 3-on-2 for the Canucks. Hedl, stick handling through the middle. Stolen by Henrique. 3-on-2 for the Oilers. Here's Tomaszek with Henrique. Henrique to Tomaszek. Back to Henrique. And Tomaszek trying to center it again. Puck in the middle to Howard, and he can't get a shot off. The Oilers just passing too much, man. Too many passes here for the Oilers. Here's Bouchard. He'll play that to Podkolzin. Podkolzin into the middle. Here's a shot, and that's stopped by Thatcher Demko. 13:50 to play in the second period. A fast-moving game. It's unfortunate. Oilers have had a couple good chances. They've had zone time. They've had shots. I don't like that Tomaszek was trying to go back to Henrique there. I think Tomaszek should have just ripped one. But the Oilers are out shooting Vancouver 18-7 here. In his prime, yeah, that was a while ago. Adam Henrique is definitely a little bit out of his prime here. Henrique still has good offensive instincts. He's just, I don't know. But I do like Edmonton's play. Overall, Edmonton's playing a pretty good game of hockey here. Pretty clean. They've had good chances. Thatcher Demko has been up to the task, though. Also, we're at 81 likes on the live stream. If you've not hit the like button yet, let's try and get to 100. 100 likes on this live stream is what the goal is. Let's do it. 100 likes. That's the goal. And anything above 100, that's just bonus. I want to see Kane fight Nurse. Oh my goodness. Hey, what's going on? Still playing. How are you? Yeah, put that puck in the net. Oilers got to find a way to bear down on their chances here. But Thatcher Demko, you got to give the goalie credit too. Pix looks good. Pix hasn't been he hasn't really been tested, but he's up to the challenge right now. I'm always feeling up, dog. Always, always, always. I mean, wait, hold on. What's up, dog? Right? Is that what I'm supposed to say? Kane versus Frederick, okay. Offensive zone face-off. Trent Frederick can't come up with it. Vancouver will send it to the neutral zone. Puck behind the Oilers' goal. Matthias Ekholm battles for it. He'll try and ship it forward to McDavid, loses it. Vancouver keeps it alive. Puck comes along the near wall here. Behind the Oilers' net, Vancouver trying to get the cycle going. O'Connor, stuffed by McDavid, finds Draisaitl. Here comes Leon Draisaitl now. Finds Matthias Ekholm. Ekholm with a hard rim around the boards. McDavid can't come up with it. Trent Frederick on the forecheck. Also can't grab it. Oh, and a big hit by Draisaitl there on, who was that, Myers? Good hit on Myers by Draisaitl. Like that. Like to see that. Vancouver resetting behind their goal. Oilers will change. Here come the Canucks. Pettersson plays it to DeBrusk on the right wing. Jake DeBrusk spins away from a check. Right circle to the point. Here's Hronek across to Hughes. Hey, sounds good, Hammerstein. Sounds good. Appreciate you tuning in. Backhander by Hughes in front. Doesn't make it. And here comes Noah Philp. Philp to Kapanen. Kapanen trying to find Philp, but that's stolen by Brock Besser. Here comes Pettersson for the Canucks. Slowly skates it into the Oilers zone. Behind the Oilers net. It's going to be taken by Philp. Philp trying to play it up the middle. That's stolen by Kane. Vancouver trying to come up with it, and Calvin Pickard says, you know what? I'm just going to hang on to that. I'm just going to hang on to that puck. Yeah, Draisaitl threw a pretty big hit on Tyler Myers there. Like to see that. Draisaitl doesn't usually throw too many big hits, but I like that Draisaitl stepped in. Myers kept his head up. Good clean check there. 12:08 to play here in the second period. On the giraffe. Myers is huge, though. The hits in this game, 8-6 in favor of the Oilers. This is not a physical game. Off the face-off, Evander Kane beats Adam Henrique on the draw. Puck is going to be cycled behind the Oilers' net. Coots against Nurse. Here's Regula now for the Oilers, trying to get it to Nurse. Back to Regula. Regula into the middle. Here's Adam Henrique. Puck is played forward. Ike Howard just out of his reach. Puck will be sent into the Canucks zone. Demko leaves it. Howard in on the forecheck, grabs it for a moment, but that's stolen by Vancouver, and Evander Kane will send it down the ice. Good job by Regula. He protects. Regula's checked off the puck, though, and here's Coots. Coots for Vancouver. Behind the net, into the middle. Here's Myers with a shot. Puck in the crease area, and Calvin Pickard's going to hang on to that. Kind of a weird, fluky shot there, but good save by Calvin Pickard. What's going on, Colby? Hey, no worries, no worries. I hope it was a good early Thanksgiving. I'm doing well, by the way. So yeah, Myers threw the puck towards the net. Puck was bouncing around, and then Calvin Pickard made the save, made sure that there wasn't much of a rebound there. And Pickard held that puck in his crease, didn't allow any extra opportunities for the Canucks. Here's the face-off in the Oilers zone. Nugent Hopkins wins it to Bouchard. Bouchard behind his net. Up the half wall, Matthew Savoy, he'll get that out. Mangiapane throws a check, but Hronek will grab it. Puck is sent in deep. Calvin Pickard out of his crease. He'll stop it up. Gives it to Bouchard. Bouchard to big Nugent Hopkins. Bit of a interesting pass there by Bouchard, but it worked out. Here's Mangiapane now. He's going to get checked by Hronek. Hughes checked by Savoy. Puck will come to Ekholm towards the net, and that's stopped by Thatcher Demko. Easy save for Demko on a shot by Ekholm, who was looking for the tip there from Savoy, who was kind of skating in front of the net. Yeah, Kane's game just was never the same after he had his wrist cut in that game against Tampa, which is very unfortunate. I liked a lot of Kane's game. There's a lot of his game that I did not like, but here's an offensive zone faceoff for the Oilers. They'll get their top line out. Draisaitl, McDavid, and Frederick. Off the draw. Puck comes to Frederick. McDavid to Draisaitl. Draisaitl down low to Trent Frederick over his stick. Frederick battles for it, protects for a moment. McDavid down low, trying to get it to Draisaitl. He's going to get checked by Myers. Nice job by Draisaitl, steals it. Draisaitl holds on, finds Frederick with a shot. Rebound in front. It's still loose, and McDavid can't stuff it. Trent Frederick with a good chance. McDavid with the rebound, and Thatcher Demko. Oh, man, what a keep-in by the Oilers. Oh, and Trent Frederick just took a huge hit by Tyler Myers. Oh, my God. And Leon Draisaitl, trying to keep the cycle going, loses it at the blue line. What a hit by Myers on Frederick. Goodness gracious. That's a huge hit on Frederick. Here comes Draisaitl with speed. Through the neutral zone. He's tripped up, and they're going to call it. Yeah, that's a penalty. Sherwood is going to the box for tripping Leon Draisaitl, and Sherwood's not happy about it. But that's a clear as day tripping penalty on Sherwood. There's no reason to not call that. Man, what a save by Demko on Frederick. And then the hit by Myers on Frederick, man. What a hit. Frederick keeps it alive, and then Myers comes in and just levels him. Good, clean check, though. Shoulder to shoulder. And Frederick, no worse for wear. Oilers will get a power play. 10:05 left here in the period. Shots are 20-8 in favor of Edmonton. Will the top unit be out there for the Oilers? I guess the shots are 19-8. The shots are 20-8 for me, though. That's my count. Top unit out for Edmonton. Let's see if this power play can get something going. Their third power play of the game. McDavid wins it back to Bouchard. Bouchard hangs on to it. Walks in. Here's Nugent Hopkins in the slot with a shot, and that's stopped by Demko. Good save by Demko on the Nuge. As Demko's locked in right now, right? Demko's just completely locked in. Here's Evan Bouchard. He plays it back to Leon Draisaitl. Draisaitl skates it through the neutral zone to McDavid. McDavid steps into the Canucks end. He's going to get checked off the puck. Comes up with it, though. McDavid across. Here's Draisaitl into the slot area. He can't get it on net. It's still loose. Oilers looking for it. Draisaitl gives it to Bouchard. Back to Draisaitl. Draisaitl finds McDavid behind the Canucks net. Connor McDavid surveys. Across to Bouchard, left circle, moves it to the point. Bouchard holds onto it, gives it to Connor McDavid. McDavid, he tried to find Draisaitl on the back door, and that's going to come out of the Canucks zone. But Vancouver won't get a change here. Puck up the middle. Bouchard trying to find Leon, but that'll come to McDavid, to Nugent Hopkins. He'll step into the Canucks end. Nugent Hopkins to Connor McDavid. McDavid across to, tried to find Draisaitl across. Good block by the Canucks. Draisaitl to McDavid. McDavid to Draisaitl. Draisaitl at the goal line to Bouchard. Bouchard with a shot, and that's stopped by Thatcher Demko. Oh my God. Thatcher Demko is a problem right now. Absolute problem. Imagine if we had Demko. I know. Thatcher Demko is unbelievable right now. He is locked right in. Thatcher Demko showing why he's one of the best goalies in the entire NHL. Jeez, Tomashek had a good chance. Draisaitl found Bouchard, and my goodness. Yeah, Demko, he's just... I don't know. How soon will frustration set in for the Oilers if they can't beat Demko here? Frederick gets it back to Matthias Ekholm. Ekholm finds Trent Frederick, left circle with a shot. Oh, and the rebound came over to Ike Howard. He can't come up with it. And a Canuck fell in the corner there. Not sure what happened. Puck behind the Oilers net. Ekholm loses it. Trent Frederick will come in to support. Here's Frederick now. There's a Canuck down. Oilers are going to have numbers here. Here comes Trent Frederick for Edmonton. He'll play it to Adam Henrique. Henrique, he'll rim it hard around the boards. Ike Howard for the Oilers. He falls on a banana peel, and Vancouver will send that back to the neutral zone. Here's Matthias Ekholm. Waits for, Vancouver with another kill. A lot of that has to do with Thatcher Demko. Some of the saves that Demko has made, it's not for a lack of chances for Edmonton. Here's Myers through the middle of the ice. Here come the Canucks now. Hedl to Garland. Garland behind the Oilers net. Trying to bring it out in front. That's stolen by Podkolzin. Podkolzin across to Philp. Philp to Kapanen. To Philp with a shot. He scores! Noah Philp! His first National Hockey League goal. And he makes it 1-0 Edmonton. Let's go, baby. Noah Philp, his first National Hockey League goal. Love to see that. Great shot by Philp. Finally beat Demko. Nice breakout by Podkolzin to Kapanen to Philp. Gave it to Kapanen, and then Noah Philp goes short side on Demko. That's probably one that Demko wants back. But you know what? We'll take it. Hard worker, Noah Philp shoots. Looked like it might have went off of Myers' stick, and we finally have a goal past Thatcher Demko with 7:39 to play here in the second period. Love to see that for Noah Philp. He deserves it. Had a great camp for Edmonton. He's grinded away in his career. Took a year off 2 years ago. Here comes Podkolzin now as the Oilers are looking for more. Podkolzin down low. Now you wonder if this kind of breaks the dam a little bit, and the Oilers start to get a few more looks and a few more goals now. Puck will come to the near half wall. Brett Kulak trying to keep the puck alive. He knocks down Jake DeBrusk. Kulak, puck in DeBrusk's equipment, and Vancouver will skate that out. Sent down the ice by Pettersson. Nice job. Hey, thank you for the $5 super chat. How are you since last Stanley Cup Finals? I have a question. Are you going to live stream the World Series if the Jays make it? I probably won't do live streams. No, unfortunately. Mostly because they likely... maybe on non-Oiler game days, I will. Maybe on non-Oiler game days. Thank you for the $5 super chat, by the way. And they're going to say that's offside. Darnell Nurse did not keep that puck alive. But Noah Philp with his first National Hockey League goal. You love to see that. He does, doesn't he? But very happy for Noah Philp. Love to see that. Good job by Kapanen and Podkolzin. They each get an assist on that. That's depth scoring. They finally beat Thatcher Demko after all the chances this team has had. Mini Nuge. I think Noah Philp is a few inches taller than Nuge. Yeah, exactly. Maybe Demko can just bring his equipment over to the Oilers dressing room after the game. We'll make a trade for him. Yeah, maybe I'll stream some Jays games on non-Oiler game days, but I can't guarantee that I will. Cannot guarantee that I'll be able to do that. Mostly because this is a hockey channel, so if I streamed like Toronto Blue Jays, like it just, I don't think it would make sense. I don't think YouTube would understand what I'm doing. It was a wrist shot. It went off of Tyler Meyer's stick. It went glove side just under the arm of Demko, between his arm and his pad. Johnny. Demko for Nurse. I'll take it. Let's do it. What say you, Canucks fans? Darnell Nurse for Thatcher Demko. Yay or nay? All right, Jamie says no. It was a perfect passing play. That is a textbook 3-on-2 play right there. Hey, appreciate it, Johnny. Thank you. Well, She Loves is in Pittsburgh now, so I don't know if that's gonna happen. Was She Loves in net for the Penguins tonight, where they got blown out 6-1? I mean, I've liked Darnell Nurse's play for the last year or so. I haven't had an issue with Nurse. It's the contract that's the issue, but I mean the salary cap is just exploding, so. But nice job. Noah Philp, his first National Hockey League goal. Love to see that. Good for the kid. Gotta feel good for the kid. Well, not really a kid anymore. He's 26 now? Look at McDavid giving Philp a little shoulder tap. Love that. Let's go. Shots are 22-8 in favor of the Oilers, by the way. .639 to play in the second. Nugent Hopkins out for the Oilers with Savoy and Mangiapane defensive zone draw. He'll go up against Philip Hedl. Hedl loses it. Puck comes to Darnell Nurse through the neutral zone with a high flip to nobody, and Hronek will take it for Vancouver. Puck is going to be sent down the ice. Here's Darnell Nurse for the Oilers. He reverses to Regula. Regula up the right wing to Matthew Savoy with speed. Matthew Savoy. He's going to bring it into the Canucks zone. Darnell Nurse towards the goal. That's easy save by Demko. Played back to Regula towards the net. Another save by Thatcher Demko, and the Canucks send it up the middle. And Evander Kane, potential breakaway, checked by Regula. Great job by Regula to catch up with Kane. Kane with another shot, and that's blocked in front. Here's Regula. He's pressured by two Canucks. Oh, what a play by Regula. Plays it forward, just out of the reach of Nurse. But Regula's made a couple really good plays with the puck. Vancouver keeps it alive, though. Here's Garland across to Hughes, and that goes wide of the net. I don't think Pickard ever saw it. Here's Hughes. Left point, left circle, spins away from Savoy. Hughes plays it to DeBrusk. Here's Hronek. Down low, shot towards the net. Doesn't make it there. Hedl overskates the puck. Oh my God, and the puck comes to Calvin Pickard. He'll hang on to it. I don't think that's going to count as a shot on net, but a couple weird bouncy pucks near Calvin Pickard tonight. Hey, I don't blame the player for the contract. I blame the general manager for giving him the contract. I blame Ken Holland for giving Darnell Nurse a second bridge deal and then deciding to give him a long-term contract after Darnell Nurse shot unsustainably in the Canadian division during COVID. I blame Ken Holland so much for that. I do not blame Nurse for the money that he made. I never blame the players, ever. It's never a player issue. It's always management. It's always team. No, the Oilers have done a good job kind of limiting what Hughes is doing on the ice. Hughes hasn't been able to like get separation. The Oilers have done a good job keeping close to Hughes. I agree, Birch Tree. Like, when I'm hard on Darnell Nurse, it's for his play. It's never the contract, because that's not his fault. Kitty is awake. He's cleaning himself. He's making sure he's all freshened up. Plus, Darnell Nurse, ever since Cody Ceci has left the team, Darnell Nurse has been great. It's almost like Cody Ceci was a big, massive problem here in oil country. Klingberg got his first goal as a Shark. You know what? Congrats to John Klingberg. There was a chance where he may not even play in the NHL again with the type of injury that he had, the hip replacement surgery. So good for Klingberg. Happy for him. How much cap space do we have next year? The Oilers are on pace to have about $18 or $19 million in cap space, and they have 10 forwards signed, 6D, and no goalies. So they're going to have to get a couple goalies and like a couple forwards. But $19 million to work with, they have a lot of cap space next year. Lots of cap space. Yeah, Cece's bad. Cece was no guy. Hey, listen, I love Cece the person. Hate the player. Hey, what's going on, Z7? How are you? Alex Tuck would be a dream pickup for Edmonton. Off the face-off, here's Leon Draisaitl trying to get by Hughes. Draisaitl on his backhand, into the middle. McDavid with a shot, and he just missed the net. Ekholm keeps the cycle alive for the Oilers. Pettersson hit by McDavid. Bouchard down low. Draisaitl protects, trying to come up with it against Hronek. Trent Frederick finds Draisaitl. Puck comes around the boards. Jake DeBrusk against Connor McDavid. McDavid checked off the puck by DeBrusk. Puck will come to Pettersson. Pettersson for Vancouver. He'll find DeBrusk through the middle. Jake DeBrusk walks in. Easy save by Calvin Pickard. And here's Matthias Ekholm. Backhands it to Bouchard. Puck in the skates of the referee. Get out of the way, ref. Here's Pettersson. Keeps it alive. DeBrusk behind the Oilers net. He's checked by Ekholm. Draisaitl back to Ekholm. And Ekholm will just flip it high down the ice. And that's going to be icing on Edmonton with 4:33 to play here in the second period. CC stinks. True, CC, Game 7 CC is a different animal. You're right. Shots are 25-9 in favor of the Oilers. 4:33 to play here in the second period. 1-0 off a goal by Noah Philp. Assist to Kasperi Kapanen and Vasily Podkolzin. McDavid will take the draw against Hedl. McDavid wins it cleanly to Ekholm. Ekholm flips it through the neutral zone. That's going to be cut off by the Canucks. Ekholm once again trying to flip it forward, and that's going to be sent in deep by Tomashek. Behind the net, Demko. He plays it to his defenseman. Stolen by the Oilers, though. And here's Isaac Howard on a line with Tomashek right now and Henrique. Adam Henrique trying to send it in deep. Ike Howard now against Forbert. Ike Howard does a good job using his feet to get there first. David Tomashek on the forecheck plays it back to Kulak. Kulak towards the Canucks net. That was looking for a deflection. Can't find anyone. Here's Emberson with a shot towards the goal. Doesn't make it. And a 2-on-1 for Vancouver. Here's Lekramaki now. O'Connor. And he cannot find Lekramaki. Great job by Kulak. Defending the 2-on-1. No shot for Vancouver. Lekramaki behind the net to O'Connor. Stolen by Emberson. Emberson up the right boards. Henrique to Emberson to Kulak. Kulak up the middle of the ice. And Howard can't get it in deep. Puck comes back to Kulak. 3:28 to play in the period. And here's Kasperi Kapanen with speed, protects the puck, enters the Canucks zone. Kasperi Kapanen spins away from a check, reverses behind the Canucks net. Noah Philp will go in on the forecheck for Edmonton. Kapanen throws a hit on Myers, but the Canucks will come up with it. Here's Lekramaki. He's going to get that puck to Baines. It's going to be sent in deep by Coots. Here's Darnell Nurse. He'll send it back to Regula. Alec Regula up the right boards, into the middle. Here comes Darnell Nurse now. He steps up. Darnell Nurse with Philp in front. He throws a shot towards the net, and that's going to be easily swallowed up by Thatcher Demko. I don't mind that play from Nurse. I think he was looking for a rebound for Noah Philp there, who was kind of crashing the crease. But there was a 2-on-1 for Vancouver. O'Connor tried to send it across to Lekramaki, but Brett Kulak with a great defensive play for the Oilers. Great job by Kulak. I also love caffeine. Caffeine number 1. Offensive zone face-off for the Oilers here. Here's Nugent Hopkins. He'll come in and take the face-off with Mangiapane and Savoy on his wings. 2:56 to play. Nugent Hopkins off the draw. He wins it, can't come up with it, and here comes Evander Kane. Kane into the middle for Garland off of his skate. And Savoy trying to play it to Nugent Hopkins, just out of his reach. And Vancouver is going to reset. Here's Hughes through the middle of the ice. It'll make it to Ratu. Ratu, checked by Nurse. And Regula's hit hard by Evander Kane, and no call. Alec Regula. And here's Nurse and Kane. Is Kane going to go with Nurse here? They're having a conversation. Nurse isn't happy about that. He's protecting his teammate there. There was no call on the play. It looked, I don't know about that hit. I need to see it. I don't know if Regula turned, but Regula wasn't happy. Regula's looking for a call. Evander Kane seems to be saying he didn't mean it. Nurse stepped in to, just have a conversation there. Hitting the numbers. It was more of a shove. That's a tough one. You could have called that boarding. For sure. And then Nurse stepped in, had a conversation. I like that Nurse is defending his rookie defender there at Alec Regula. I like the Darnell Nurse. Stepped in there and had a conversation. That is a good leader from Darnell Nurse. Alec Regula just getting his feet wet at the NHL level right now. I like that Regula went in, or that Nurse went in and had a conversation. And it's going to be 4-on-4 here for 2 minutes. Kane and Nurse to the box. I don't mind that from Nurse at all. Nice job. I like that. I like that Darnell Nurse stepped up there. And I like that Nurse didn't immediately just drop the gloves and start throwing them, right? You don't want to take a bad penalty. You don't want to take the instigator. So good for Darnell Nurse to make sure that he's not taking a bad penalty in that situation. But it is good that he did step up to Evander Kane and told him, hey, what are you doing? What is that? Puck won by the Oilers. 4-on-4 here for the last couple minutes of the period. Oilers have Draisaitl and McDavid out with Ekholm and Bouchard. Draisaitl skates it through the middle of the ice, weaves his way, gives it to McDavid, who's going to skate into the Canucks zone with speed. Leaves it for Draisaitl. Leon Draisaitl protects against DeBrusk to McDavid. McDavid with the puck. McDavid into the middle, looking for a pass. Draisaitl in front, just can't come up with it. Here's Bouchard to Ekholm. Ekholm. He's going to get pressured here. He might just... he does keep the play alive. McDavid trying to send it across the ice. Hughes against Draisaitl. Hughes sends it down the ice, and that's not going to be icing. They're going to say no icing. Here's Bouchard for the Oilers to McDavid with speed. Here comes Connor McDavid. He steps into the Canucks zone. McDavid walks in, shoots, and that's stopped by Thatcher Demko. Good save by Thatcher Demko with 59 seconds left in the penalties. 27 shots for the Oilers, 9 for the Canucks. My goodness gracious. Nice shot for McDavid. I like that. Test Demko, right? You got to test him. I like that he's trying to go in between the glove and pad again, because that's where Noah Philp beat Demko. So maybe the team sees something there. Maybe they see a hole they can expose. Off the offensive zone draw, Nugent Hopkins loses it. Mangiapane goes down. I think a ghost knocked Mangiapane down there. Puck behind the Canucks net. Nugent Hopkins trying to grab it, and the Canucks are going to skate out with it. Here comes Besser. Besser through the middle of the ice. Nice job by... Who was that for the Oilers? That's Regula. Nice job by Regula to steal it. Nugent Hopkins walks in the middle of the ice. Nugent Hopkins across. Here's a shot, and that's one-timed. Wide of the net by Mangiapane. Here's Kulak. Gives it to Nugent Hopkins. Nugent Hopkins checked by Myers. Nugent Hopkins throws a hit on Myers. And here's Coots. Stolen by Mangiapane. Shoots and scores! Andrew Mangiapane puts it in the net off a terrible giveaway by, was that Coots? Nice job by Mangiapane. Makes it a 2-0 game for the Edmonton Oilers. Let's go! Can't give that puck away. Can't give that puck away there if you're the Canucks. There's no reason for that. That's something that might get Coots sat for a little bit. Coots tried to play up the middle, stolen by Mangiapane. He walks into the slot and he beats Demko on the blocker side. Let's go. Let's go. 49 seconds, 50 seconds to play here in the period. 2-0 Edmonton. Still 4-on-4 for another 22 seconds. That's a tough lesson for Coots to learn for the Canucks there. That's a tough one. Can't just put the puck up the middle there. Nice job by Mangiapane to steal it. Nice finish. That's 2 goals in 2 games for Andrew Mangiapane. Here's Sherwood now for the Canucks, who are now down 2-0. The Oilers out shooting Vancouver 28-9. Oh, man, nice hit by Sherwood. And here come the Oilers, though. Kapanen, he's checked by Sherwood. Sherwood will skate it into the Oilers zone. Emberson against Sherwood. Takes a check, protects the puck behind the Oilers' net. Played across and forward to Podkolzin. He takes a hit from Hronek. Puck up the middle. And here come the Oilers. Noah Philp trying to find Podkolzin. Sends it in deep. O'Connor for Vancouver around the boards. Off the half wall. Emberson sends it back into the Canucks zone. And the Oilers are going to head into the third period with a 2-goal lead. As the Oilers just don't let up. They're not giving the Canucks anything right now. Vancouver has nothing going right now. This game has been all Oilers. All Oilers out shooting Vancouver 28-9. And Calvin Pickard, he's made the saves he's supposed to make. Right? He's made the saves he's supposed to make. Hey, welcome back, Seslin. What'd you think of that period? Pretty good period, eh? Pretty good period. All right, so we're going to take a look at the money puck. We're going to take a look at the stats of the game. We're going to take a look at the edge visualizer so everyone can see how those goals happened. And then I'm going to take like a 5-minute break because I have to start resting my voice. I'm already, you can tell it's early in the season. I'm already losing my voice here. Yeah, I agree. Oilers can't let up here. Can't let up. According to Money Puck, the Oilers deserve to win a meter 90.1%. The Oilers have had so many opportunities. Goals from Noah Philp and Andrew Mangiapane. Noah Philp, his first National Hockey League goal. Andrew Mangiapane, his second goal of the season, off of a giveaway by Coots. And the expected goals in all situations, as you can tell, Vancouver has had very little chances in this game. The Oilers have had tons of chances in this game. Thatcher Demko is the reason why this is not an insane blowout right now. But everyone's playing good. I literally have no issues, right? Even Adam Henrique, they're going to say, yeah, his expected goals tonight, 7%. I'm not worried about it because I think at the end of the day, the Oilers have played very, very well here. If we go all situations. I mean, most of the Oilers are in the above 50% range, so that's good to see. No smacking anyone around. No smacking anyone around unless it's clean. Unless it's clean. Thatcher Demko still has 1.84 goals saved above it. Thatcher Demko's been unreal. Canucks fans, you have just the best goalie in the league right now. He's crazy. If you take a look at the Oilers here, Bouchard leads all players in time on ice. Noah Phillips only played 7 minutes in this game, but there has been some special teams. He does have the goal for Edmonton. Would like to see a little bit more ice time for Noah Philp. Reward these guys for playing good hockey. I agree. I like that Darnell Nurse stepped in, protected his teammate there. Calvin Pickard, 1.22 goals saved above expected. Like I said, Pickard's making the saves he's supposed to make. That's a good sign. Very good sign for Edmonton here. Look at the out-of-town scoreboard. 5-4 San Jose over the Ducks right now after the second period. San Jose has 5 goals on 17 shots. My goodness gracious. Yes, Loomis. That was the logic, but apparently that's not how things have played out. So we go to the game center here for the Oilers. We'll take a look at the two. Now, this goal by Noah Philp, I'm just going to let it play out. It was a 3-on-2. Perfectly executed 3-on-2 for the Oilers. Podkolzin, Philp, Kapanen. Podkolzin in the middle does a nice job. He beats Demko short side. Nice goal. Nice finish by Noah Philp there. Shots in each period, 14-4 in the first, 14-5 in the second. So the Oilers have not let up at all. And if you want to take a look at a young kid giving the puck away here for Vancouver, Coots, who's a rookie, he has the puck. Now he's looking for Besser here, right? He sees Besser, but he just That's a play where if you're Coots, you have room to skate up the ice first and then make the pass. Coots tries to throw it up the middle, stolen by Mangiapane. And then Mangiapane beats Demko on the blocker side. I think Savoy's fine. I just think he needs a little bit more time to get some chemistry with Nuge and Mangiapane. I don't think Savoy has done anything poor tonight. He hasn't made any mistakes. He's been good on the forecheck. And what I like about Savoy's game, which you're not really going to see on the score sheet, is his ability to cut off angles. He's done it a couple times to I keep saying Mackenzie Hughes. That is a golfer. Quinn Hughes for the Vancouver Canucks. Yeah, first NHL goal for Noah Philp, capping and puck holes in the assist. Mangiapane, his second goal of the season. Nice to see for Andrew Mangiapane. And 2-0 Edmonton. How are we feeling? How are we feeling, Oilers fans? The team has played very good tonight. Very, very good. Now, if there's one nitpick when it comes to the Oilers tonight, it's that their power play is 0 for 3, although it's not for a lack of opportunities and chances. David Tomashek had a few good looks that he hasn't been able to bury. So, appreciate that, Stacy. All right, we're 1 like away. Oh, no, we're at 102 likes now. If you have not hit the like button on the stream yet, make sure you smash the like button. Maybe we can hit 150 likes tonight. I don't know if we'll get there. Chair, y'all want chair? Okay, I can give y'all chair. I can give y'all chair. How much time is left in the intermission here? 10 minutes? All right. 10 minutes left in the intermission. I will be right back, all right? Y'all are going to get chair for a bit. I'll go to the be right back screen. Here we go. If it's going to pop up, maybe, possibly. There we go. And we're going to give you the kitty cam. Here we go. Kitty cam next to me. Beautiful. Love to see that. Here we go. Y'all get Kitty to hang out with. You know what? I'm actually going to put Kitty front and center here. Y'all are going to get the kitty cam here, all right? What do you think about that? All right, I'll be back. Nobody gets chair. Y'all get Kitty. Unless you want to see chair. You know what? I can move Kitty out of the way. You can get Kitty and the chair. I'll be back in like 5 minutes. Hit the like button if you haven't hit the like button yet. Hit that like button. Let's see how many likes we can get to. 150 would be the dream. All right. Alrighty, folks. We're back. Third period is about to begin. How are we feeling, Oil Country? How are we feeling, Canucks fans? Oh, it looks like Kitty has left. Kitty has left us. So if the Oilers lose now, it's because Kitty left. We're going to blame him. Oh, hey, Kitty. Never mind. Look at it. He's right there. Never mind. You died in the mine. Oh, no. Well, that's okay. You can respawn and get back at it. Kitty, you are in front of my vision here. I cannot see a thing. Cannot see a thing right now. What are you doing, bud? Can you not? Hey, what's going on, William? How are you? Kitty, you are in my cat's in my way. I cannot see my own screen. Hi, bud. What are you doing? High danger chances are 12-0 for the Oil. Oh my God. Vancouver doesn't have a single. I guess it makes sense. Hey. Yeah, I'm doing good. Say the Oilers have played pretty damn good this whole game, like defensively and offensively. The only reason why this is not a blowout right now is because of Thatcher Demko. What's up, Kitty? What are you doing, bud? Hey, what's up? Hey, no worries. You never have to apologize. You're good. What's going on, Falk? Good to see you again. What's going on, FC? Probably dumb breed. Made it for the third. Let's go, Ash. Let's go. Good to see you again. Hope you're having a wonderful weekend. Kitty. Got pizza hot and piping. Let's go. No. Absolutely not, Fleecy. You got to find the... You got to do it all on your own. Total Oilers jersey count, I think it's 9. I think my Oilers jersey count is 9. Where you going, bud? Hey. Whoa, get off. Get off the keyboard, buddy. Oh my God, cat. Stop. He's being a menace. He's being a menace. Were there any fights? Darnell Nurse and Evander Kane had some... they exchanged pleasantries, but they didn't actually fight. Whenever I have money for the third jersey, absolutely, I'll be buying one of the Oilers' new third jerseys. I would think so too, Mega J. I'm with you. I'd like to see Mangiapane up on that top line too. All right. Third period has started. Puck in the Canucks zone. Can't be kept in by Emberson. He'll send it in deep though. Hronek behind his net. Reverses to Hughes. Hughes up the boards to Hronek. Oilers looking to close this thing out. They had a lead against Calgary in the first night of the season. Weren't able to close it out. Here's Pettersson now for Vancouver on the forecheck. Nice job by Emberson. Trying to ship it forward. Here's Pettersson now. Against Emberson. Puck behind the Oilers net. Here's a centering pass in front. DeBrusk. Oh, and here's a chance from DeBrusk. And that went off the post, it looked like. Here's Hughes for Vancouver. Steps back towards the net. Taken by Besser, and they score. Oh, my God. Vancouver already making a 1-goal game. Besser throws one on net, and we just can't get a save, man. Just cannot get a save sometimes. All right. It's a 1-goal game. Swayman's, I think, 26 now. So DeBrusque hit the post. Rebound came out in front, and then Besser with a kind of a spinning shot. And, I mean, I don't know. Besser didn't even get it off the ice. Pickard's got to save that. Pickard's got to have that. I think Pickard's got to make a save there. I'm sorry. If that was Stu in net, we would all be blasting Stu for needing to make a save. I think Pickard has to make a save there. I don't like that goal against it all for Vancouver. Do not like that at all. Puck sent into the Oilers zone. Not icing. Ekholm will play it up the half wall. Draisaitl to McDavid through the neutral zone. McDavid to Bouchard. Bouchard fell, and Bouchard will chip it forward. Draisaitl trying to get by Garland. Garland throwing his stick in Draisaitl's hip area. Here comes Tyler Myers. Myers behind the Oilers' goal. Trying to center it out in front. Good job by Bouchard to cut off that pass. McDavid takes a hit. Puck will come up to Draisaitl. Draisaitl to McDavid with speed through the neutral zone. Connor McDavid tried to get a shot off. He's checked by Forbert. Garland up the boards, and the Canucks are going to skate it out here. 3-on-2 for Vancouver. Here's Evander Kane into the middle. Derek Forbort shot. Oh my God. Forbort looked like Cody Ceci with that shot. What the hell was that? Forbort. That was a terrible shot. I don't even think that was on net. Goodness gracious. What do you mean? Our D is not lacking, sadistic Canada. Vancouver's had one high danger chance the whole game. One high danger chance this whole game. Look at the shots on goal. That's on Calvin Pickard to make a save. Here's a shot on Pixton. He makes another save there. Here's Hughes. He walks the line, shot towards the net, and that goes high and out of play with 17:47 to play. I love how Forbert. Oh, Calvin Pickard did get a piece of that shot by Forbert, but I'm pretty sure that still would have went wide. Forbert. All right. Defensive zone draw. Won by Adam Henrique. Behind the net to Darnell Nurse. Nurse around the boards comes to Isaac Howard. Howard does a nice play, gives it to Regula. Regula's going to reset for Edmonton through the middle of the ice. And that's not icing. They're going to say Henry got a piece of it. Puck behind the Canucks net, stolen by Tomaszek. Here's a play in front by Howard and a good save by Demko. Here comes Quinn Hughes. He'll play it across the ice. Sherwood with a shot. That's stopped by Calvin Pickard. Here's O'Connor towards the goal, and that goes off the outside of the post. Hughes across the ice to Hronek. Hronek in front, deflected just wide. Vancouver, they're playing with some desperation here. I'm pretty sure they have 4 shots to the Oilers' 1 shot this period. Here's Kulak. He'll play it into the middle of the ice for Nugent Hopkins. To Mangiapane. Trying to get it to Savoy, and what a save by Thatcher Demko. He comes across and robs Savoy again. Savoy's had a couple really good chances. Nice look for Savoy. Good save by Demko. Here's Kulak now. He'll send the puck in deep into the Canucks zone. Savoy will put pressure on Forbert. Forbert plays it to his D partner. Here's Pettersson. Pettersson up the right wing. That's deflected into the Oilers zone, but not at the red line, so that is going to be icing on the Canucks with 16:13 to play here in the third. It's all good, Marcel, and it's not on you. Team's got to get going here. Team's got to get going. All right, 16-13 to play in the third. I have the shots at 30-13 in favor of the Oilers. McDavid in the offensive zone. He'll take the draw against Hedl. Linesman's going to reset here. Here's the puck won by McDavid, and that goes between Ekholm and Bouchard on to Calvin Pickard, and Pickard will leave that for Ekholm. This is 2 games in a row where the Oilers have given up an early goal in the first minute of the third period, so they got to get going here. Draisaitl up the left wing here. Here's Ekholm looking to center it out in front. Ekholm for the Oilers pokes it forward to Trent Frederic. Frederic behind the Canucks net, checked by a couple of Canucks defenders. Here's Frederic in front, trying to stuff it. It's in the crease area. McDavid comes into support, can't come up with the rebound, and the Canucks will send it down the ice. Matthias Ekholm, he'll spin away from O'Connor. Trent Frederic on his backhand against Garland. Oh, man, Trent Frederic with a bad giveaway. Evander Kane steals it, and Vancouver's looking to bring it into the Oilers zone as a couple of Oilers going for a change. Here comes Evander Kane now. Kane checked by Podkolzin. Nice job by Podkolzin there. Darnell Nurse can't play it forward. Kept alive by Baines. Ratu trying to center it to Kane. Noah Philp loses it to Evander Kane towards the goal. That goes off the outside of the post. And Alec Regula now for the Oilers. He'll find Podkolzin with a high flip down into the neutral zone. Here's Kapanen in his feet. Can't come up with it. And Quinn Hughes. I keep saying Mackenzie Hughes. I don't know why. I keep saying Mackenzie Hughes. That is a PGA Tour Canadian golfer. That is not Quinn Hughes. Darnell Nurse finds Regula. Regula trying to send it back to Nurse. He will. Nurse behind his net. Reverses again to Regula as Vancouver continues to apply pressure. Kapanen to Noah Philp. Philp waits for a change here for a couple Oilers. Regula up the middle of the ice to Isaac Howard. Howard, he's trying to avoid a check here, and Vancouver will come up with possession. Nice job by Tomaszek. He steals it for a moment, finds Henrique, and the puck will come to Emberson. Deflected in by Howard. Behind the Canucks net. Shots are 31-14 in favor of the Oilers. Behind the Canucks goal, Forbert sends it across the ice. Howard can't grab it against Forbert. Forbert using his body and reach to move it forward. Oilers keep the play alive. Here's Tomaszek trying to find Howard down low, and that's stolen by the Oilers again. And Tomaszek keeps so many pucks alive. It's crazy. Here's Adam Henrique now. He'll send it deep. Howard throws a check. Can't come up with the puck, though. And Bouchard keeps the play alive. Hard around along the half wall. Nugent Hopkins on the forecheck. He steps in. Couple tired defenders for Vancouver. Here's O'Connor. Off the glass. Kept alive by Mangiapane. Here's Tyler Myers behind his goal. Vancouver looking to get a couple bodies changed here as they are tired. Puck sent down the ice into the Oilers zone, and that's going to be icing on Vancouver with 13:20 to play. I'm getting threatened to do Duolingo. You should probably do it then. Duolingo's scary. You don't want Duolingo to come after you. $300 days. Let's go. All right, offensive zone drop for the Oilers. Nugent Hopkins, Savoy, Mangiapane. There's a couple tired Canucks players on the ice here. Oilers trying to take advantage of this. Puck won by Vancouver, though. Tyler Myers into the middle. Stolen by Savoy. Nice job by Savoy. He brings it in. Matthew Savoy with a shot. Good save by Thatcher Demko. Puck along the half wall. Ekholm keeps the puck alive. It's going to be picked up by Mangiapane on the near half wall. He plays it behind the Canucks net to Nugent Hopkins. Ryan Nugent Hopkins. Oilers might be smelling a bit of blood in the water here. Nugent Hopkins to Savoy. Oilers continue the cycle. Mangiapane now. Right circle. Centers it across the ice. If he would have found Nugent Hopkins, that would have been a tap-in. But that's stolen by DeBrusk. DeBrusk skates it into the Oilers zone. Bouchard reverses to Ekholm. Ekholm around the boards, out of the reach of, I don't know who that was on Edmonton. McDavid. It looks like the Oilers have their top line out. Trent Frederic now. Up the middle, out of the reach of McDavid again. Come on, Trent Frederic. You got to find McDavid with transition there. Vancouver steals it. Here's Quinn Hughes. Hughes up the middle of the ice. Almost deflected in by Hedel. Now it's sent in by Kane. Here's Pickard. He'll play it to the left wing. Draisaitl falls for a moment, but he does get the puck out. Stolen by the Canucks. Puck comes to Bouchard. Loses it to Garland, but that's going to be stolen by McDavid with some speed here. McDavid with a backhand pass to Draisaitl. Draisaitl spins away from a check. Along the far half wall, Trent Frederic can't grab it. Vancouver skates it out of trouble here Evander Kane will just send it deep into the Oilers zone towards Calvin Pickard. Pickard leaves it for Darnell Nurse. 11:46 left here in the third period. Shots are 32-13 in favor of the Oilers. Here's McDavid now. Oh, and there's a high stick on Kapanen, and Draisaitl plays it back to Regula. Regula to Draisaitl. No penalty call. And McDavid against Myers. Myers throwing a couple cross checks here on Myers, and things are getting a little rowdy behind the Canucks net. Getting a little nasty. Here's Draisaitl for the Oilers. He'll give it to Regula. Regula drops it to McDavid. Here's Connor McDavid now. Leaves it for Draisaitl. Draisaitl, he's going to step in, trying to center it out in front to Kapanen, and that's going to be played off the glass and down the ice. Regula, once again, finds McDavid. He'll play it across the ice. Darnell Nurse will just send it in deep as the Oilers go for a change. I'd like to see if there was a high stick. It looked like Kapanen was high sticked and there was no call, so we'll have to see. Oh, and man, here's a penalty on Vancouver now. They'll call that one. That's going to be delay of game. Tyler Myers is going to head to the box. Oilers with another chance to score on the power play. They've had 3 chances. This is their 4th chance. Let's see if they can find one. Puck over glass on Tyler Myers. Oh, yeah, look at that. How does Tyler Myers not get called for spearing there? Oh, cringe. Tyler Myers, man, what a loser. Did you see that little bit of a spear on McDavid? And they didn't call that. Now, Myers got called for the delay of game. But that's the hockey gods being like, you know what? Puck don't lie. Myers should have been in the box. Should have been in the box. And you know what? Myers goes to the box now. Cringe, man. Tyler Myers is cringe, hey? What do we think? So, a missed high stick on Kasperi Kapanen, no call. A spear on Connor McDavid, no call. They only called a penalty because Myers shot it out of play. Cringe, bro. Cringe. I don't know how they missed that. I don't know how they don't call that. I'm blind. I'm deaf. I want to be a ref. But karma did get them. Now the Oilers have to make them pay. Right? This is the Oilers' 4th power play of the game. They got to make them pay. Make them pay on the score sheet. Do not retaliate. The best way to retaliate is to score a goal here, right? I think we can all agree best way to retaliate is to score a goal. Jeff Skinner again. What does he have? 2 goals for San Jose now? I wouldn't mind if Freddie went after Myers, but Myers has 6 inches and 40 pounds on Trent Frederick, so I don't know if that's a fair matchup. So, Pettersson, high stick, Kapanen, no call, and yeah. Let's see if the Oilers can make them pay here. Let's see if the Oilers can make them pay. Score on the power play. Put this game away, man. Vancouver has not been in this game at all. Draisaitl's going to step in for the faceoff. 10:53 to play here in the third. Oilers with their 4th power play of the game. Puck is going to be sent around the boards. Bouchard can't keep the play alive, and it'll be sent into the Oilers zone. Here's Bouchard up the middle to McDavid. Here comes Tomashek. They're going to say offside there? Okay. Linesman says offside. I don't know. Tomashek had a lane, but they're going to say offside. Oh, man. That's a penalty all day on Myers, man. What a loser. All right, 1:44 left on the power play for Edmonton. Face off at the Canucks blue line. Oilers win it. Bouchard gives it to McDavid. Steps into the Canucks zone. McDavid walks in. McDavid knocked down. Nugent Hopkins will play it back to Bouchard at the point. Here's Bouchard to Nugent Hopkins. He'll find McDavid. McDavid trying to go over the shoulder of Demko. Trying to go short side there. Off the outside of the post. Puck sent down to Pickard. He'll give it to Bouchard. Here's Leon Draisaitl now. He'll skate it forward. Leon Draisaitl for Edmonton. Skates through Pettersson. Draisaitl around the boards. Nobody's home for the Oilers, and here come the Canucks. O'Connor Trying to find Sherwood, and that's going to be whistled down. Bit of a miscue there by the Oilers' top unit. All right, so the Oilers still have a minute and 4 seconds of power play time. Top unit unable to get anything going here. They're going to stay out, though, with a minute 4 left. Off the draw, McDavid wins it back to Draisaitl. He'll give it to Evan Bouchard. Bouchard into the middle to Draisaitl. Leon Draisaitl walks into the Canucks zone. Nugent Hopkins surveys back to Bouchard. Bouchard across to McDavid. Right circle. Here's Draisaitl behind the net here. Centers it. Tomaszek. He's going to get checked by a couple Canucks. Draisaitl backhand across the ice to McDavid. In front to Tomaszek. And, oh, man. And Tomaszek can't come up with it. Thatcher Demko's going to hang on to that one. Jeez. Tomaszek was boxed out. Puck was sitting there for a second. Nice job by Hronek or Forbert. I don't know who boxed out Tomaszek. It was Hronek. Good defensive play prevented Tomaszek from getting in there. 9:32 left in the period. 39 seconds left on the power play. Oilers up by 1, outshooting the Canucks 32-14. First unit is going to stay out for the Oilers. Oh my. They're really banking on this top unit here. Puck won by Draisaitl. Here's McDavid. Broken stick to the Canucks. 5 on 3.5 for Edmonton. Here's McDavid to Draisaitl. To McDavid. Connor McDavid. Draisaitl clears the stick out of the way. Here's a play in front. Oh, and Tomaszek one-timer goes just wide. Nugent Hopkins now. Garland without a stick. Here's Tomaszek to Nugent Hopkins. He'll give it to Bouchard. Bouchard to Nugent Hopkins with the space. Draisaitl one-timer hits the outside of the net. Draisaitl now plays it back to McDavid. McDavid steps into the middle. Draisaitl, another one-timer, goes wide again. Here's Bouchard to Nugent Hopkins. Nugent Hopkins trying to center it out in front. Drags it. Centered. Here's Draisaitl. Oh, what a save by Thatcher Demko. Oh, my God. Are you kidding me? What a save. Leon Draisaitl wide open on the back door. And Thatcher Demko with the save of the game. Are you kidding me? What a pass by Bouchard. Oh, Draisaitl. Oh, my God. What a save, dude. Wow. Draisaitl absolutely robbed by Thatcher Demko. The Oilers have a 1-goal lead with 8:48 to play in the third period. My goodness gracious. Have mercy, Thatcher Demko. What are we doing? That's wild, man. What a save. And if anyone says, oh, goaltending doesn't matter that much, the fact that Vancouver's only down by 1, Vancouver can tie this game on 1 shot. 1 shot. Because Thatcher Demko is putting up a clinic right now. Whoa, I don't like that no clue. I don't like that attitude. I hope Demko isn't hurt. I hope Demko doesn't get hurt. Exactly, Alex. That's goaltending. That's what fans want. Demko's giving his team a chance to win. That's all we want in Oil Country. Obviously, Calvin Pickard, he hasn't been tested much tonight. I think he probably should have saved that first goal for Vancouver, but again, you could argue Besser picked the corner, he picked the far post. I don't know. I agree, Claire. I agree. I don't wish injury on anyone. I don't even put that into the universe. Especially after, Connor McDavid with his broken clavicle in his rookie year, like that to me, like I don't want to see stars injured. I don't want to see any player injured. That's not good for the game. Not good for the game. Put Cher on the power play. Yeah, that's true, Bradley. He did. Man, what a save by Demko on Leon there. Jeez Louise. All right. Offensive zone face-off. Oilers win it. Puck is going to be sent behind the Canucks net. Puck Colson to the point. Darnell Nurse towards the net. That's stopped by Demko. Rebound in front. Oh, and it goes off the outside of the net by Noah Philp. He had an open net, but he hit the outside of it. Puck comes to Noah Philp again along the far half wall. Philp steps through the middle of the ice. Puck down low to Kasperi Kapanen. This third line for Edmonton has been very effective. Puck comes to Kapanen behind the Canucks goal. Centered it out in front. That's blocked on a shot by Podkolzin. Pettersson for the Canucks. He'll play it up the right boards. Darnell Nurse trying to keep the puck alive. Jake DeBrusk checked by Kulak. Here's Besser. He loses the puck. Pettersson skates it forward. Enters the Oilers zone, and they're going to call offside on Vancouver with 8:04 to play here. Shots are 35-14 in favor of the Oilers, man. That's true, please. See, I could change the title to that. That'd be funny. Oh, Noah Philp had a good chance there. Went off the outside of the net. 8:04 to play. Adam Henrique loses the faceoff at his own blue line. Shot in deep by the Canucks. Puck comes to Lekramaki with a shot, and that's stopped by Calvin Pickard. David Tomaszek plays it up the right wing. Isaac Howard trying to come up with the puck. Adam Henrique can't grab it. Darnell Nurse along the boards. Man, this would be a chance for Ike Howard to get on the score sheet would be nice. Or even David Tomaszek. That would also be nice to see his first NHL goal. Puck sent up the left wing. Out of the reach of Coots. Through the middle of the ice, Tomaszek on his backhand. Does the safe play. Sends it in deep into the Canucks zone. Howard forces Myers to reverse it behind his net. Puck comes to O'Connor. O'Connor stick handling his way past Nugent Hopkins. Dumped in by the Canucks. Pickard slows it down. Sherwood in after it. Tied up by Emberson. Emberson gets the puck back from Kulak. He'll play it up the right wing off of Savoy's leg, and Vancouver keeps the play alive for a moment. Nice job by Kulak to find Savoy with speed. Matthew Savoy through the middle of the ice throws a puck towards the net, and that goes off of his stick and wide of the goal. Puck down low comes to Quinn Hughes. Hughes up the middle to Ratu. Ratu's going to play the puck to the front of the net. He played it off the corner boards. Nice read by Calvin Pickard. Pokes it forward. And Matthew Savoy plays it back to Emberson. Emberson gives it to Kulak with 6:36 to play. Crunch time in Oil Country. Shots are 34-15 in favor of the Oilers. Scores 2-1. 6:30 to go. Brett Kulak behind his net. He's getting pressured. Kulak skates it forward. Reverses against Kane. Kulak needs some support here. Kane takes Kulak down, and Vancouver's going to try and keep the puck alive. Trent Frederick pokes it forward. Reversed by Bouchard. Oilers continue to be bottled up. Puck towards the Oilers' net, and that's deflected away by Pickard. Here's Trent Frederick. Frederick is tripped up, and that's going to be an offensive zone penalty on the Canucks. Hedl with a tripping penalty. And the Oilers, who've had numerous chances on the power play, I mean, you have to score here. If you do not score on this power play, I am terrified at the result of this game. This is where the power play needs to step up. Has to step up. Oh, maybe, Johnny, maybe one day. I'm not looking to be in the market. Like, that's not kind of what I'm hoping for in my career, but I appreciate that. All right, let's get that PP up, folks. The PP up. Get the PP up. Hedl with the penalty. Oilers with a chance to get a 2-goal lead here late in the third period. Offensive zone draw, top unit up for the Oilers. Oilers are 0 for 4 with 8 shots on goal on the power play so far. 5th power play of the game for Edmonton. You have to score here if you're the Oilers. You have to. Pettersson against Draisaitl. Draisaitl wins it back to Bouchard. Evan Bouchard now. He'll give it to McDavid. Puck bounces over his stick. Here's McDavid to Draisaitl. Right circle across to Nugent Hopkins. He'll give it to Bouchard at the point. Here's Draisaitl now. Holds onto it. Down low to McDavid. Centers it out in front. Oh, and Nugent Hopkins just put that puck wide. Oh, my goodness gracious. Oh, my goodness gracious. Hey, appreciate that, Kyle. $10 super chat. Thank you so much. Fleecy with the $2.97. Let's go. Thank you so much. Doing my best here. Sorry, Kyler, not Kyle. You know what I mean. Here comes Draisaitl now. Up the right wing. He'll play it back to Connor McDavid. Minute 18 left on the power play. McDavid skates it into the Canucks zone. Behind the Oilers, or behind the Canucks net. Puck comes around the boards. Tomashek plays it to Draisaitl. Across to McDavid, just over his stick in the right circle. Here's Evan Bouchard now at the point. He'll give it to Connor McDavid in the middle of the ice. McDavid to Draisaitl. Draisaitl tries to find Nugent Hopkins on the back door. Here's McDavid trying to give it to Tomashek, and that's going to be stolen by Sherwood. Sherwood for Vancouver sends the puck all the way down the ice. Honeymoon. Hey, congrats on the honeymoon, by the way. Congrats on the wedding. That's exciting. That's exciting. Here comes Henrique now. He'll give it to Matthew Savoy. Savoy, hard rim around. Here's Trent Frederick for the Oilers to Matthew Savoy. Savoy to Darnell Nurse at the point. Towards the goal, deflected in front, stopped by Demko. Here's a rebound in front. Here's Henrique trying to come up with it. Puck is, and Henrique is taken down hard by Myers. And Vancouver will send it down the ice. Almost kept in by Nurse. Here's Nurse trying to play it up the middle. Matthew Savoy now. Can't come up with it. The Oilers do not score on the power play. That is brutal. Brutal. Ekholm shoots it in. Podkolzin sends it in deep to Kapanen against Pettersson. Pettersson around the boards. Brock Besser now. He'll reverse it to Hronek. Hronek up the right side to Coots. Or Hedel, sorry. Hedel. To the right side. Sent in deep is Baines. Puck into the middle. Philp finds Podkolzin. Podkolzin shovels it forward, and that's going to be icing on the Oilers with 3:30 to play. The Oilers have had 5 power plays tonight. No goals on the power plays. Not good. That is a stinky pee-pee. That's what we're calling it, a stinky pee-pee. Brutal. Just need an Oil win. Let's do it. Let's do it. The Oilers have played too good to come away with a loss here. They got to keep grinding away. The power play, you know what? Sometimes you're going to have nights where the power play is not effective. But they have a chance here. Evander Kane's down. Evander Kane saying he was high-sticked. Here's Noah Philp now. Sends the puck down the ice. Podkolzin for the Oilers. Trying to center it to Kapanen. Canucks trying to get it out. Here's Pettersson for Vancouver. He'll send it behind the Oilers' goal. Alec Regula now. And Regula is hit very hard. And Noah Philp's going to go to the box, and here we go. Now we got some dirty stuff, and Noah Philp's going to go to the box, it looks like. Evander Kane threw another big hit on Regula, and Noah Philp is going to go to the penalty box here. Evander Kane was mad that there was no call on the initial hit, or a high stick. Evander Kane thought he was high stick. There was no call, and then Kane throws a big hit on Regula, and then Noah Philp came in. He hit Kane under the boards, and I think Noah Philp's the one going to the box here. So Evander Kane making his presence felt. I would love to see a replay. Alec Regula is a little shaken up. He's been hit hard a couple times in this game. Regula trying to play it around. That's a good shoulder-on-shoulder hit. And then, Noah Philp went after Evander Kane. And, Philp's going to go to the box here. Philp's going to go to the box. The ref immediately called it. That's going to be a penalty. That was a good clean hit. Good hit by Kane, and this is why you don't always retaliate when there's a good hit. I understand what Noah Philp's doing there, but in the second period, after Evander Kane hit Regula from behind, which you could have called boarding, it was kind of one of those borderline calls. Darnell Nurse, he went up to Kane, had a little word with him. They both got 2 minutes each, right? Nurse didn't retaliate immediately. Nurse did not retaliate in the second period. He had a conversation. It was 4-on-4. Noah Philp has to have better on-ice awareness there. You cannot do that. And at this stage of the game, you're up by 1 with 3 minutes left. If Vancouver ties this game, the crash out is going to be real here. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm already forewarning people, the crash out is going to be real if Vancouver ties this game, because they don't deserve to be in this game. Thatcher Demko is the only reason why Vancouver's even within a scoring chance of this game being tied right now. Yeah, hey, Regula's got to keep his head up. What's going on, Jordan? Probably the worst penalty to take when you're up by 1 goal and 3. That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. You cannot take a penalty there. Cannot do it. You can't do it. Wait. There was 2 high sticks in a row there, but yeah, what a hit by Vander Kane. Yeah, Noah Philp. Oof. Yeah, Regula's got to keep his head up there. Regula's got to keep his head up, man. All right. Noah Philp cross-checking. Power play for Vancouver. Oilers trying to be clutch here and come up with a kill. That's going to be sent down the ice by Draisaitl. 2:47 to play here in the third. Here's Hughes now for the Canucks. He'll play it back. Pettersson skates it forward. He'll send it across the ice to Besser. He'll give it to Pettersson. Pettersson back to the point to Hughes. Hughes with a shot. Oh, and Darnell Nurse blocked that one. And they're digging in. Darnell Nurse's equipment. Poor Nurse. And Darnell Nurse is stung. And Nurse, it looks like he's going to be okay. Good block from Nurse on that shot by Hughes. And good block by Nurse. Yeah, he hit him in his back. I liked 4 players digging in at Nurse there. Brutal. Yeah, good block by Nurse. Puck didn't make it to Pickard, I don't think. Kulak was trying to come up with it. Couple Canucks were trying to grab it. 2:22 to play here in the third. All right, 1:17 to play on the power play for Vancouver. 2:22 left. What are the officials doing here? What are they looking at? Just how much time is left? I'm not sure what was going on there. Not sure what the officials are looking at here. Now, Alec Regula is being concussion spotter. Alec Regula is going to the dressing room. Concussion spotter must not have liked what he saw. I mean, Regula's taken a couple hard hits tonight. Makes sense. Makes sense for the concussion spotter to get Regula. I'm okay with that. Better to err on the side of caution here. So 2:22 to play here in the third. A minute 17 left on the power play for the Canucks. Face off to the left of Calvin Pickard. Off the draw. Won by the Canucks. Here's a shot by Hronek, and that is blocked and goes wide of the net. Here's Pettersson for Vancouver. 2:14 to play. When does Vancouver pull their goalie? They have a minute 5 left on the power play. Here's Hughes at the point. Deflected in front. Out of the reach of DeBrus. Here's the rebound by Besser. Oh, and I don't know if Pickard got a piece of that. And the puck is sent down the ice by McDavid. I don't know if Pickard made the save or if that went wide of the net by Besser, but it's a 1-goal lead for the Oilers. Here come the Canucks now. Kane sends the puck in deep. His stick explodes. Ekholm trying to find Draisaitl. Oilers can't come up with it. Pettersson across the ice. Down low behind the Canucks net. DeBrusque. He'll play it around to Besser. Stolen by Draisaitl. Draisaitl backhands it forward. Net empty. McDavid trying to come up with it against Hughes. And Hughes, who's too good of a skater. McDavid can't get into open space. And Hughes plays it up to Vander Kane. Kane will send it into the Oilers zone. Off of a couple bodies. DeBrusque trying to get a shot off. Here's Connor McDavid for the Oilers. He can shoot it if he wants. Here's Darnell Nurse to Draisaitl. Draisaitl, backhander, scores! Draisaitl, the Oilers hit an empty net. They hit an empty net. Let's go. Let's go. Empty netter for Leon. Off the post and in. I can't believe the Oilers actually hit an empty net. The Oilers are usually allergic to the empty nets. Couple good chances for Vancouver off of the initial draw. Puck came across to Besser. And did Pickard get a save? No, Besser shot it wide. Besser was wide open on the back door. He couldn't put it in, and Draisaitl with just a what a horrible backhand by Draisaitl, but it goes in. I don't know how Hughes missed it off the post and in, and then Hughes breaks the stick. Hughes is mad. He is not having a good time right now. And 8 seconds on the power play still for Vancouver. Timeout by Vancouver. Parade's still on. Let's go. He's frustrated. He's frustrated. I'd be frustrated too. All right, smash the like button, folks. Let's hit 150 likes before this game ends, all right? It's still 2-goal game. Still 2-goal game. 1:13 left. There's still lots of time in this game, but smash that like button. Let's hit 150 likes on the stream, all right? 150 likes is the goal here. Shots are 37-14 in favor of the Oilers. 3-1 Edmonton. 1:13 left in the third. 8 seconds left on the power play for Vancouver. It was a shorthanded empty net goal for Leon Draisaitl. Pettersson's going to take the face-off against Henrique. Henrique's going to get kicked out, so Nugent Hopkins will step in at center. Off the face-off, Nugent Hopkins, he loses it. Vancouver wins it, and here's Demko heading off the ice again. Puck across to Pettersson. Pettersson over his stick. Pettersson walks it in, shoots it. Good save by Pickard. Puck is behind the Oilers' net. Oh, nice hit by Darnell Nurse. He knocks DeBrus down, but Vancouver keeps the play alive. Here's Hughes with a shot, and that goes high and out of play. That rocketed way out of play for the Canucks. 53 seconds to go here in the third period. All right. 52 seconds left. Darnell Nurse, hard hit on DeBrusque there. Nice job to rub him off along the boards. Pause. Phrasing, I know. Offensive zone faceoff for Vancouver. Won by the Oilers. Here's Darnell Nurse, 6-on-5 here. Nurse up the boards. That's going to be kept alive by Hedl. Puck comes to Kulak now. Kulak around. He has no one there, and Vancouver's going to keep this play alive. Here's Hedl now. Down low to Besser. Besser gives it to Pettersson to the point. Hughes with a shot. That's blocked by Kapanen. Nice job by Kapanen. Good block. Puck comes to Pettersson near half wall. Across the ice. Here's Hronek trying to go down low. Puck through the middle of the ice. Stolen by Nugent Hopkins. Adam Henrique now trying to play it up the half wall. Along the boards. Besser hit by Nurse. Puck to Hronek. Vancouver trying to get it in front. 10 seconds left. Besser behind the Oilers' goal. Centered. And it comes to Nugent Hopkins. He'll send it down the ice. And that's going to go off of a Canucks stick. And that is going to end the game. The Oilers win 3-1 in a game where they absolutely dominated the Vancouver Canucks from beginning to end. This game should not have been close. The only reason why this game was close was because of the heroic effort by Thatcher Demko. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I'm going to record the post-game fan reaction right now. It's going to be up within the next hour or so. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're not yet subscribed. Daily Oilers content here. Big win for the Oilers. They rebound after an opening night loss. They are 1-0-1. Play La Bamba, baby. We also get the victory chain tonight, which is very exciting. So I'm going to put the Oilers as 1-0-1. Vancouver is now 1-0. There we go. All right, folks, hit that like button on the way out. Hit the subscribe button if you're not yet subscribed. Thank you to everyone for the super chats tonight and the memberships. Right? We had Joker Pepe 420 became a member. That was awesome. Fleecy with a couple super chats. Reese with a couple super chats. Manny, Mistaken Mexican. Fleecy, thank you all so much for the super chats tonight, for the donations, for the memberships. Great game. Nice for the Oilers to get back in the win column here. The Oilers, I thought, played a terrific game. This could have been a 7 or 8-1 game, honestly. Thatcher Demko played unbelievable for the Vancouver Canucks. So hats off and a round of applause for Thatcher Demko. My goodness gracious. Never in doubt, folks. Never in doubt. Hit the like button on your way out. Subscribe on your way out. Fan reaction up in the next hour. Tomorrow, day after discussion. Enjoy your Thanksgiving weekend. I love all of you. We'll see you all in the next one, folks. We'll see you all later tonight, and then I'll see you tomorrow. Enjoy your Thanksgiving. Tell someone that you love them. And as always, fight like a kid. Fight like Ben. Let's go, Oilers. Huge win tonight. Let's go.